Yep, all good. You can hear me all right?
Yep.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Sebastopol Bowling Club for round 2 of the 2025 Region Sides Championships. Our opening match here this morning features 2023 winners, Metro West, and 2023 Silver Tier winners, Mallee. Both these sides had a victory in their opening round match yesterday afternoon. And as I mentioned, both victorious in the last couple of years, winning gold and silver respectively. These two were in the same section last year, both winning 2 games but narrowly missing finals by just 1 shot or a few shots. So they're going to be pretty keen to get that extra victory and get up into that gold medal final. Mallee actually defeated Metro West here in the corresponding game last year by just 2 shots, with Brody Harker's Rink winning by 10 shots, being the only winning Rink. He's our first match up here. All the skips are the same for Mallee, but we've had a bit of a change with 1 skip in the Metro West Rink, with James Pearce taking over one of the rinks. I'm Troy Stafford, Bowls Victoria Events and Competitions Manager, and I'm very pleased to be joined this morning by Gus McIsaac, Vice President, Bowls Victoria.
Thank you, Troy. How are you, mate?
I'm going well.
Yeah.
We had an amazing game to watch yesterday, and with all of those things, how close these sides were last year, and both having a victory yesterday, I think we're in for a cracker.
I think so, and you mentioned, I think, that both these teams were very, very close, and there'll be a bit in this game because I think Metro will want a bit of payback.
Yeah, they will, 100%.
And I don't think Joshy Thornton's going to let that happen, is he? He's not going to roll over.
No, I don't think any of these guys will roll over.
I saw him and Pitch having a bit of a chat and a bit of a good banter, so there'll be a lot of, these guys know each other, and a lot of respect, and they're both at the pointy end of this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to run through our side here, leading up for Metro West, we've got Tom Hicks from Deer Park. Second, which is just delivering a bowl now, Jaden Womble from Altona. Ben Lachlan from Altona playing third, and Brett Marnie, affectionately known as Pidge, from Yarraville Footscray. For Mallee, we've got Kane Wilson from Barham leading up, with Frank Ritchie from Kerrang Golf playing as a 2. That's Frank on the mat there, who just drew a pretty good opening bowl.
It's a bit of a legend, Frank, apparently.
Apparently so, yeah. Harrison Keeley playing 3 from Kahuna Golf, and Brody Harker, who's the coach at Club
coach.
Barham, as a skip for Mallee.
And Frank's holding shot there, holding 1. Tommy's bowl's just short of that.
You might be able to hear in our microphones that we're a bit windy here again this morning, but interestingly, the wind's blowing the complete opposite direction. So the way we're playing here, they're actually bowling into the winds. That was well and truly with the wind yesterday afternoon. This morning, total role reversal, and we're bowling into the wind here.
It's interesting. It has switched right around.
Yeah.
Of course, these guys were playing at Webb Connor yesterday, so they were playing. I'm trying to think which way they were playing, but probably doesn't make much difference to them.
No, well, the information I got from, I think it was Webb Connor, was that it was just a light breeze.
Yep.
They didn't get the same wind we got here, which is interesting.
And they were tucked right down the back there yesterday, so
yeah, right.
probably a little bit protected. Let's see Benny, watch him correct here. See if
He's playing weight. I think he's playing up through their second shot.
it's close.
Under
Okay.
that, he would have got that.
Look, he's cleared that bowl out of the way for pitch, so that's got some value, that bowl. And we've finally got a team that's not wearing blue.
Yeah, it's pretty common, the old blue in the bowls world.
We were talking last night about banning blue in bowls. That's a fair bowl there by Harrison. So he's added another one there. Pitch has got a little bit of work to do on the first end. Interesting, both these teams won yesterday, so this is, what's on the line, I guess, in this game is, I guess the winner's going to probably win the section, I would think. It's
most
not a shoo-in.
likely, but, it's whoever wins on the other one is obviously going to be 1 and 1.
And they'll have something to fight for.
So they'll have something to fight for. So a fair chance after this game, there's still going to be 3. There'll be only one team out of the section, and that's our other game on this screen is Ovens and Murray versus Yarra, both who lost yesterday. Ovens and Murray to Murray Mallee, and Yarra going down to Metro West. So whoever loses that will be out of the section. Whoever wins will still think they're a chance as Brody Harker puts his first bowl down for the match.
And he'll want to stamp his authority on this game. He'd love to draw a third shot here. He's not far away. He's going to be a bit stiff. He's rolled that bowl up.
Yeah, he's rolled it in for second shot.
Anyway, he gave it a chance, and you get nothing for short.
Brett looked like he had pretty good weight with his first, just left it hanging a bit wide.
Look, as you said, back into that breeze, you've got to give your bowl a chance.
You do, yeah.
Once you get under it, though, as you saw with that bowl, it does get under and will turn. Let's see Pitch draw the shot. He's stalking it. No, I don't know. Don't know if you're there, Pitch. Are you there? Oh, he's close. Come on, get it right. He's close, wasn't he?
He was.
He sets the anticipation, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit of an excitement machine.
And not overly due. I played a bit with Pitch now, and he's fun to play with.
He's enthusiastic.
Yeah.
He gets up and about. He gets into the game. You know when Pitch is around. Just overcorrected that one. Opening shot.
Early days.
Murray Mallee.
Yep. One. Interestingly, yesterday, both these sides won their games with one rink.
Yeah, very interesting.
So, it just shows you how tight the competition is. But I think Glennie Scott's rink won by 18.
Yes.
So he got him over the line. And Pidge's rink, I think Pidge scored something like 20 to 4 or 5 in the last half of the game. So he come home with a wet sail and won by about 13, I think. So both these, Pidge's rink and Glenn's rink, got him over the line.
Yes. So Glenn is on the far rink, Glenn Scott, playing against the Dane McKinnon rink. And on our middle rinks, we have Josh Thornton for Murray Mallee up against James Pearce for Metro West.
Oh, wouldn't Joshy be enjoying this today? He loves the competition.
He does.
And that old country versus city stuff would just all come into play.
Yep.
Good starts there by Kane. Maybe we should change our name to Kane and we become a good bowler. It seems to be the name we need.
There's a few good Canes around.
There is, isn't there? I wonder if his nickname's Sugar.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Kane to...
He was in the under 18 Vic squad last year, so he's just turned 18, so he's just out of that now. So he's come through the juniors, and on the evidence of those two bowls, he looks like he can play. Frank's got good weight on that bowl. Jaden's very steady bowler. Pitch likes this. Nickname Rowdy.
Good bowl. Very good bowl.
Let's watch Frankie see if he can just sit that bowl out. He'll be trying for it.
Welcome to all our viewers tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. Great to have you on board again this morning.
Geez, did we have a few tune in yesterday?
Yeah, well, it was probably the fact that it went down to the last end, 57 all going into the last end.
No one obviously works on a Friday in Melbourne anymore.
Not in January anyway.
No. How's he backed up with this? Get a little bit of a slow. Yeah, gave it a chance. Now, Harrison's either done a lot or he wouldn't tell me anything, but ex-footballer, you can see by the stature.
Yes, long limbs.
He reminds me a bit of Mitch Sidebottom, but not quite as tall.
Yep. They look like a Fremantle Dockers
Bowl.
So I wonder if he's
Oh, wow.
from Western Australia. Played it very well. They did have shot, but he's just tucked it away a bit, and
Look.
he's made...
He'd made two, probably.
Pitch just said one down.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, that sort of change up against these Metro guys is very, very vital.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave things hanging there, because if you can get there, they can get there.
Yeah, the Metro West did win this 2 years ago, and Mallee won the silver tier.
Just not quite getting back on that hand as
No,
much
good
as
weight.
Yeah. What a beautiful day in Ballarat.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of whiskey cloud, but the rest are wispy. I think it's not whiskey.
I was going to say,
Whiskey
what
was
are you?
last night.
Oh, yes.
Wispy
Yeah.
cloud,
Yeah.
and the rest of it's beautiful blue sky.
Yeah, he won't be too happy with that. Good line.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the B-Love can do. Benny Lachlan.
Weight was good with his first. Needs to correct his line.
He's a ripping bloke, Benny. Marches to his own tune.
He does.
Which we all love. Is he going to get through there? Look at this.
Again, beautiful
Yeah.
weight. Just overcorrected the line.
Yeah, he's not happy with that. But us mere mortals would be. If you're driving up in the car listening to this, you'll be here. 2 games on today.
Yes.
So you can get up for the afternoon game, maybe stay the night in Ballarat. you know,
Absolutely.
and watch the final in the morning, 9 a.m.
Yep, perfect.
Brody Harker. How's he gone?
That's his.
Yeah.
He's made 2 or 3 out of that because his own bowl ran in as well.
Yep. That's the bowl of Kane Wilson's he rolled in.
They're looking if pitch can go through that gap by the
Pitch
looks
will
of
go
it.
through the gap.
He plays in a very aggressive game.
I've got no doubt.
Does Marnie? Yep, he's lining up big.
He might. Okay, it's out of the way.
Opens it up. I think they're just looking at if he gets onto it. Where's that jack going? It's more likely that if they get onto the bowl, the jack's going sideways, and that's Benny Laughlin's bowl just next to Harrison's foot there. So maybe they're looking just to cover that. If they can get on the outside of it, because at the weight pitch will probably play, it's more likely to get past that bowl than not quite get to it.
Yeah, well, Metro's got the 2 bowls out to the left-hand side. Maybe 3. I mean, if it just
they do.
If it just stops and runs out, it only moves about 4 or 5 feet. They're going to have 3 or 4. So that's the vital bowl here.
Yep.
He's going to be pretty good. He's just got to sit in there somewhere.
Just needs to stop.
Yeah.
Probably just a bit quicker than what he
Yeah.
wanted.
This thing's going sideways, I think. So.
Yeah, this is one where he probably doesn't want to play that same way
No.
because he doesn't want to kill it because he's got the perfect catches if he just pops that jack.
I think he'll go to the forehand now.
Yep.
Just play something a little bit different weight. Then again, it is pitch. Yep.
Yeah, he's
Same weight.
playing quicker than what I expected.
He's close. Oh.
Just hit the
Geez,
front
if
one.
yeah. I think he actually played the backhand there.
No, I think it was
Yeah,
forehand.
was it? Anyway, it was right on line if it got through that bowl.
I didn't see if it was... I don't know if they signalled 4 there.
Well,
We'll be able to check that, Gussie, because we are doing a digital scoring here. So for those at home, you can check on Bowls Link. Keep updated with all the scores, not just of this game, but all the games.
yeah. I thought it... Well, we were concentrating on the bowl that was rolled in, weren't we? So we thought 2. But,
I just thought I saw 4 fingers go up.
right.
I thought it might have been 3, but I feel like I saw 4 fingers go up. But
Kane started off again. Well... Back into the breeze. Give your bowl a chance.
it was 3, which is what I thought it was. It just looked like 4 fingers were held up. Good start for the Harker Rink.
Very good start. I think Petra's 8-1 down or something early in his game. I mean, this is the way it goes. He'll stretch himself out, and his guys got to give him a bit more of a hand. And I'm sure he'll right the ship. But I'm sure Mallee will have something to say about that. Comes Frankie. Frank's not bad. He's there again. Just run it out.
Ooh, just a couple of feet.
Switches Jaden onto the forehand. Yeah, pitch likes it. It's a good bowl here. Good switch over. Great bowl. Front toucher.
The Rink next door's just picked up a 3. The Josh Thornton Rink versus James Pearce, and they're out to a 5-0 lead.
It's a good start to Mallee.
It is a big start to Mallee. As we
And-
saw yesterday, sorry Gus.
I was just saying, the third Rink, Harrison's out, 3 love up over there. So,
No, that's Dane McKinnon.
Oh.
Is 3 love up on Glenn
oh,
Scott.
it is, sorry.
There.
Yep.
Metro West on the top of the board.
I need my binoculars.
What are they called? Binoculars.
Binoculars.
Yeah, right.
Likes this, Rowdy. Doesn't want to touch that. He did.
Tucked it in.
Yep.
Made it a little bit better, I think. But no, I was just going to say, as we saw yesterday, now that we're playing 21 ends, which is what a lot of us play in pennant, it's more of a marathon than a sprint. So it doesn't matter if you're down early. Obviously, you'd like to be in front, but it's not panic stations. Eastern Rangers ladies were about 15 or so behind and come back and won. So
He's having a dip. Oh.
got a little flick and then
It's
landed the
stiff.
shot bowl, but the shot bowl's gone with the jack.
2 down. Anyway, it's changed it.
It has, but don't know whether it's changed it for the better.
I like the aggressive play, though.
Yep.
He's not quite wide enough. He's going to get through. He's in the area.
It's just going to run past, I think, Gus. So he needs to change hands and change shot. He's gone from a runner on the forehand to a draw on the backhand. Not an easy change.
It's pretty good.
It's very good. Was he going to run enough? He got second shot out of it, which is... That's option one achieved. Always good to get... If you can't get first, get second.
He's kind of interested. He wants to come under. Just sneak under. It's a good bowl. That's a very good bowl. Second shot.
It's interesting to see what Brodie elects to do here. I think he's going to change over to that forehand.
Yes, there's 3 bowls out there. The pink, a couple of Tommy Hicks's bowls.
So long as he can see himself around those front ones, even if he beats that pink, he'll get second shot.
He doesn't want to give Pidge anything to work to on the backhand either.
Just a couple of times stepping off the mat with the gusty wind. Beautiful delivery, Brodie.
He's close. He's got to clear those. No.
That's definitely the turning hand today.
Yeah.
This backhand ditch side is certainly the narrow hand.
Pidge is looking to draw here.
Just got to clear that second bowl of Harrison Keeley's, which he's done.
He's close for second shot, I'd say.
Yeah, that's in
Maybe.
the count. That's holding
shot.
3. That's changed him over because he's got a bowl to sit on or turn Harrison's bowl. 2 rolls is probably enough to get him shot. So a couple of options here. If he's under that one of Harrison's, he could potentially land Benny Loughlin's.
He's close to landing this bowl. Oh, my goodness.
That's one of those ones where you wanted to guts the front. He would have got shot. Or if he missed
Lands
that,
the bowl.
land the last one and get second. And he got a flick off the edge and got nothing. It's I find myself saying it a lot, but it can be a cruel game.
He was so in the area there.
Absolutely. He gave it a chance. He played it well. Just didn't get the result.
Here's the one we talk about, the ad.
Yep. Same bowl. That's the beauty for Pidge, is all he needs to do is repeat the dose. But he's just left it a bit short.
In his mind, he's like, don't be rolling that bowl in.
Don't be rolling that bowl in,
because,
correct.
You know, it's the third end in. You're holding, you know.
You want to get on the board.
Well, you've got to get on the board. It's probably been, he's called him in 2. He's saying, look, okay. We've had our roll-up, boys. Come on. These guys, the Mallee boys have come to play, of course, and Dane McKinnon's at 4-0 on the far rink.
That was probably the conversation they were having, is what length. And they've opted for a longer length.
It's interesting. Pitch's go-to length is probably just something 3/4 to short.
Yep.
Or short to 3/4. Matt will probably be up another 2-3 feet, just up the line, you know.
Yep.
But he's found that the Mallee boys got that length, so they'll try something different.
Yeah.
He looks very impressive, young Kane.
Yeah, he's an up-and-comer.
He's got a lovely delivery.
Yep.
And he's been in the ballpark generally. That's not a bad effort.
Tom Hicks looking for probably just under a metre of run on his last.
He's close under that
His
bowl.
track's good.
Under that bowl, it's
He's
a very good
corrected
bowl.
well. He's a very steady draw bowler, Tommy Hicks.
He is indeed. Yep. When I talk about those guys at the front end, they love their job.
Yep.
You know, and they do it very well.
Yep. I don't think Harrison's quite added the weight that he needed. He's corrected his line, but he just had the same weight.
Geez, that breeze is...
The marquee's blowing around a bit today, but we've
got some weights
we've
on
anchored it down after yesterday.
How's Rowdy looking? Weight looks okay. He's just got to get through this hole.
If he's under that, he'll land that shot
Yeah,
bowl.
that's a very good bowl.
Well played.
Pitchers asked for them and they've responded.
Yep.
They had that little meeting, bang.
Yeah.
Makes them feel good.
Frank will give this a chance up here. Sit the bowls, trail the jack.
I think Frank's middle name would be nothing for short.
And I think Frank just needs to get under that bowl,
my
and he would have got
goodness.
it. Under that, he had it.
Hey,
Played good weight.
got that bowl out of the way.
I think you'll find that Pidge will ask Jaden just to touch that jack. Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what he's asking for. He wants
Hide
that
the jack.
Yeah, because it's sitting out there like a sitting duck. He wants to tuck it away, especially at this level. You just can't be satisfied with having shot. You've got to improve the head, or attempt to improve the head with every bowl.
It's like, nearly. It's just changing it up all the time, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Trying to make it harder for your opposition.
He's not bad. He's just,
Don't think
he's
he's
going
gonna
to
get
use
down
this.
enough.
Oh, he nearly did. He nearly did.
But he's finished in a good area. So now that Murray Mallee's got those two bowls past, Pidge is asking for Benny to ideally turn the second shot back, or if he misses it, just get a yard past the jack and split those two blue bowls up.
His weight's not bad. He's going to draw another shot.
He wants to get round that.
Yeah, it's not what he asked
Not
for.
what
But
he asked for, but he's made another one.
let's see how Harrison goes. He's pretty close. He's just got to get down here. It's a good
What
bowl.
a tremendous shot he's
It's a
played
great
here.
bowl.
What an
Wow.
absolutely tremendous shot. He's drawn that cold. He's touched the jack. And there's a fair chance if Ben Lachlan gets this, it's going back to those bowls of Frank Ritchie.
Yeah, it's much better head.
He wants, ideally, he wants to get the split on that last bowl and the second shot, which will turn the shot bowl out of the head and not really move the jack too far. He doesn't want the outside of the bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that because if he'd missed that, he would have actually got past the jack. Whereas Pidge has nothing past the jack at the moment.
And I don't think the jack's going out. I don't think he can kill it because it's kind of locked in by that bowl on the left. Or on the screen on the right.
Depends what weight he played.
I think if he's going to go it, he's going to go real big.
That's how he plays. And if he got the outside of it, he'd shoot it sideways and kill it. And he may end up playing that just because of the two catches that the Murray Mallee boys have got there.
Well, the other thing is he gets it really right, but they've got 4 seconds. What's Harrison do? Same bowl? Just gets another one in there.
Yeah, if he can sit the second shot.
Yeah. Okay.
James Pearce getting on the board next door with a 2. Levels us up here, 9 all.
What's he going to do?
He's going to play weight.
Yeah. Not big weight.
Not big weight. He just wants to pop it, maybe.
I reckon if he gets off their closest bowl, he can get the kitty.
Yeah, that's what he wants, the split.
Yeah, he's just getting for the split. He's
a bit quick because he wanted to, if he missed that, to get a back bowl, which unfortunately for him he hasn't done.
Yeah, for people at home, you know, they're always thinking about achieving 2 or 3 options, aren't they, if they miss?
Yes.
He hasn't made the head any better, let's put it that way.
No, it's not easy for Brody to get another shot here.
He's just trying to land down on those 3 bowls and stop Pidge from getting to it, and he's done this.
Tell you what.
He's done this. That's
fantastic.
That's a very good bowl.
It's actually reduced the target, because if Pidge gets onto the outside of that, it's going straight into the second shot and he'll be 2 down.
I think Pidge is thinking, look, I'm 1 down. I know I got a few there. It's only going bad for me. The kitty's only going back out to the right now, I think, if he gets the blue.
No, I still think it'll go down to the left. It'd still pop the jack back to the left, which
I was more thinking if he ran the blue up in and the kitty, it got a bit of the kitty and went out.
It could, yeah, but if it gets the bowl...
Yeah, I don't think he'll play it. I think 1 down in this head, unfortunately.
He's going to try and play it with 2 feet and just tap the jack.
Mind you, I don't think I've ever seen Pidge not play a bowl.
Play a shot, yeah. No,
So
he's a confidence player. He plays with confidence. Measuring on that far rink. I'll keep an eye on that and see what they get. Gussie will keep an eye on this bowl of Pidges.
He's played pretty good weight. He's played a very good bowl. That's a very good bowl.
I did try and watch, but the signals were all blocked by other people and I couldn't see.
Is that on the middle ring?
No, the far rink. I do know Mallee got the shot.
Yeah, they're rolling the kitty, so... Well, Brody's playing a little bit more aggressive weight here. He's trying to...
Through his bowl.
That's the shot that I was calling. Through his bowl and get the kitty to split.
The outside of that would have popped it to his as well.
Yeah, no. He had everything.
They'll take the 1.
I'm saying to Pidge, a good 1 down. Yeah.
So on that far rink, Gus, that were 4-0 down, Mallee got a 4 and they're 4 all.
Wow.
Just 1.5 meters past. Beautiful line. Brendan Elliott joining in. Morning, Brendan. Morning, Mickey West.
Mickey West, the great man.
Yeah, we got Mary joining in from Fife in Scotland. And we got Andy Thompson from Devon in southwest coast UK.
Wow.
Is that the famous Andy Thompson?
It could be.
That'd be pretty cool if it was.
That would be pretty cool if he's listening to us.
Let us know if it is the famous Andy Thompson tuning in. We're very privileged whether you are or you aren't, but it'd be pretty special.
Or just tell us you are anyway.
Yeah. Just claim it. You see that board on the second rink? Oh, Brody's just moving. The Josh Thornton rink picked up a 1.
Yep. Another good start by Kane. He's setting the tone, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Just a touch wide by Jaden. This is one where you'd like your second just to, what we were talking about before, make this head a bit harder for the opposition.
It's not bad.
Hasn't
effort.
quite achieved what they wanted.
Like almost the shot he wants to be pushing Kane's back and sitting there himself. Then they end up with shot and back bowl, you know.
Yeah, well, I think if I was Brody on the next one, I'd be chopping him over to the forehand.
Okay.
And trying to turn that bowl or turn the jack pass, but
Yeah.
it may be different.
It is.
No, it's still set up on the forehand, I reckon.
Yeah.
If you touch wide, sit that opposition bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to play.
Yeah, Frank's bowl's now in the count.
So if you can lay the shot bowl down, sit that orange or blue bowl, or just get past it and finish in a nice spot.
Well, Kane's got a good one out the back as well, and he's added. That's.
He's made it harder.
Yep.
He's just changed the angle slightly.
Backhand off the bowl.
Off that outside bowl. Little flick off that.
Make 3.
Touch the jack. Make 3. Pretty easy from here, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know why they can't play it.
We wouldn't miss it from here.
No way. Never missed a shot from over here.
No. No, I didn't miss any yesterday.
No, you played well.
Yeah. I missed a few scores, mind you, on the board.
No, you did a good job, mate. It's hard work watching 3 games.
Can be.
This is the sort of shot Benny likes.
Yeah, he needs to hold.
He's going to finish in a... Oh, dear. Okay.
No, that's
Ooh,
all right. It's not made it any worse for him.
And he's added to the back.
Yeah, so they're going to have to cover here now. I look for triangles of bowls, Gus.
Yep.
If the opposition have got a triangle of 3 bowls,
You're getting in.
and we don't have anything there, and there's a chance the jack's going to go there.
Yep.
And we're holding. That's where I want them to put it. Split the triangle.
Sometimes
It's pretty well done, that.
Sometimes
Good bowl.
even if you don't even think it can go there, because
Yeah.
the kitty can end up there.
Absolutely.
So you're looking for groups, yeah.
Yeah, groups of bowls, but for me it's triangles, 3 bowls.
Yep. And the funny thing in this game, it only takes 1 bowl to negate 3, doesn't it?
Yep. He's just underplayed it again. But he has removed that covering bowl of Harrison's. I think Brody's just got to try and cover again. Get between that pink and the orange and blue. It's about 2 metres past the head.
When you're skipping, Troy, and if you were Pidge, although you're only probably 2 down in this game, you would feel like you're further down, wouldn't you? You'd feel like, you're hanging on it a little bit because the Mallee guys have really put the pressure on.
Yeah, I wouldn't be stressing too much.
No.
It's only 5th end of the match. It's in a 21-end game. It's a big, long game.
It is a marathon, isn't it?
Yeah. Played good weight there, Brody. Just a touch wider than he wanted, but nothing to say that if Pidge gets this, the jack can't go there.
He's got to get down. He's
just a touch wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just want it 2 feet shorter. Mind you, looking at the weight that Pidge played, he generally overplays and underplays Pidge. He always says, I've got to get there. I want to give this a chance.
Yeah, he won't be playing a delicate 2-foot shot.
No, it's not really his MO. Past that's actually better, I reckon, because it's split that next.
See, he's thinking, I'm playing weight to that bowl on the outside. Now, that's going to stun it. That's what he's looking for.
We've had the get it right call.
Okay.
And he's killed it.
Yep. Okay. He's fired up.
How many get it rights are we going to hear today, Gus?
38.
38, all right. So does that count as 1 or 2 because he said it
He
twice?
said twice.
So
That's
that's
2.
2. All right.
So 36 to
We're
go.
keeping a tally. Brad Campbell just asking which game we're going to stream next. It will be a women's gold tier match.
Depending.
But it's all determined on results in this round, so we can't actually let you know probably until just before we're going to start, because we want to stream whichever match we think is going to have the most influence on who goes through to the finals. So it'll either be Yarra and Northern Gateway, or Ovens and Murray and West Coast in the ladies.
Right. Yeah, we thought we'd just keep it as a swinger because we obviously want to give you the games that matter most. Not that they're not all good games, but from a result point of view.
Exactly right. Good correction here by Kane.
Yeah, he's bowling well, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a cracking correction. Tom only needs to drop half a metre.
Yeah, he's not sure. I think he knew he was a little bit quick. Not bad.
No, that's good leading.
I
Just
like
past
that.
the jack, good leading. Especially when Murray Malley's got a jack high bowl there. It's a little bit of a target for Jaden, who's coming up next. Frank's played pretty good weight, just a touch wide.
What bowls is Joshy using? They're yellow and purple or black?
Yeah, not sure what he...
He's up and about. He's chasing his bowls down. He's drawing the shot. Yeah, what a bowl. Good one, Josh. He has won a few medals, hasn't he? He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good record. He'll let you know if you don't know. Oh, what a shot here.
Wow.
Brilliant. No, he's a very accomplished bowler, is Joshy.
They won the Australian, he won the Australian pairs with Barry Lester, didn't he?
Australian Open, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Australian Open, yeah. And been a perennial Commonwealth Games.
Was it the pairs or the fours he won?
Pairs.
Pairs, yep.
That's a big ask to do that. That's
Just didn't send it.
Of course, the Australian Open subscriptions are open now. You know, you can get in, and if you're thinking about going up to Queensland in June.
Yep, as are the Vic Open entries, Gus.
Yep.
Down in Gippsland.
Over 60s, not yet.
Not quite yet. And just as we say that, thank you. We've got it coming up on our screen. There's a QR code there, or go to the website. 21st to the 30th of March. Get your teams in. Singles, pairs, triples, mixed pairs. We've got junior events. We've got integrated, which is one para player and one able body. As we see Benny Lachlan land that bowl absolutely perfectly for shot. And what's more is they've got the good catches 2 feet past. But if they can get the jack just past that, then Murray Malley's got the next bowl. That's why Brodie's asked for a little bit more weight than less weight. No, they've had a conversation. Harrison feels more confident in trying to draw it.
Well, he's drawn a couple of clinkers today.
Yeah, he has. If he puts another one in there, it sets it up anyway for Brodie.
His weight's pretty good. His weight's pretty good. His weight's pretty good. Wow.
Oh, good shot.
My goodness.
Just makes it harder. As Marnie just said, it makes it harder for him to land that bowl. It's locked in a little bit. Yeah, not a bad home there.
8-2 on that middle ring. Joshy's thought he's
Picked up a 2.
He drew that shot that last end. He must have. They got 2, so he added. Looking at the Brains Trust for Metro West, Paul Dorgan, the great Paul Dorgan sitting there watching his troops.
Yes, how many state games did he play?
300?
Yeah, it's 300 and something.
Nice fella. That's a
Great
good
shot,
And
Brody.
back to Keynes at the back. Gives them a shot.
Sure does. Played it very, very well. Played good weight. He talked about playing it just with that little bit extra so the jack went a bit further, and that's exactly what he's done. And he's not made it that easy for Pidge to draw the shot either.
I reckon he'll draw it. He wants it clear.
I think
It's
he's
holding.
going to crash.
No, he's opened it
He
up.
had good weight on that one,
He
but he
did.
has opened it up. Brody could close it down again here with his last bowl.
I reckon he might. He's just a bit wider. Probably won't be happy with that. He's been a bit safe.
Pidge just needs to play the same bowl.
Yep.
Same bowl, he'll get the shot.
He's got to work a little bit. He's got caught out there as well.
He's wider than his first one. He's got his own on the way in.
Yeah.
Didn't get the right part of that.
This is the one.
One to Murray Mallee. Ben Winter, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Benny.
Alan Love watching in Balan. I will try and get up there soon to watch. Yeah, you're not too far away here in Balan.
Probably only about 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, you talked about Paul Dorgan and the Brains Trust, and his other fellow, I believe, probably selector of Metro West was Andrew Myers, who comes from Balan.
He does.
Lives in Balan. Another good opener by Kane.
And he played down at Yarraville Footscray for a couple of years when I was there.
Yes. Deer Park now, I think. Is that
Yes. Yeah, helping out their second side, which is in Division 1.
Yeah. What a great reply by Tommy Hicks. These two leaders are having a ding-dong battle.
They are.
It's good to see.
And of course the great Gary Ball's walking behind us with laptop in hand.
Looking important.
Oh, resplendent.
President of Metro West.
He is. They're doing a great job.
Chairman of selectors for the state side.
He is. So taking on a few roles now. And a fairly handy bowler too.
Yeah, I played a bit of bowls with Gary back in the early 2000s. Late 90s, early 2000s.
When he won the Richmond Union singles?
Yeah, I didn't play with him in that.
No.
No.
But around that time.
Yeah, we had a bit of success together. Played pennant together. A few tournaments and events and things. Played it well, Frank.
Well, he's building a legacy too. He's got two boys who play bowls.
Both play Premier League.
Nelson at our club and Chris won the with Deer Park won the Premier League.
Yep.
That's 2, I think.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
Frank looking for the same weight here. If he can just tighten it a touch and sit on the bowl or touch that jag.
Good weight.
Yeah, beautiful weight.
They're starting to zero in now, aren't they? All of them.
Yeah, it's pretty good head building here.
Geez, Joshy's got the strut going too. Willing his bowl on. What's Rowdy done?
Another 2 to Dane McKinnon on the far rink.
Yeah,
Team
Dane.
up 8-4 against Glenn Scott.
Dane, a former Australian player, playing
Was
here.
he?
Yeah, he was. He represented Australia. Yeah.
Okay. Played a lot of state games for
Yeah,
Victoria.
he did. Yeah.
Still does.
Yeah, and he's the manager down at Altona and does a great job
He
down
does
there.
do a great job.
Nice fella.
Yep, gentlemen.
I met his old man last year. His old man's a ripping bloke too.
Is that Neil?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was a Neil McKinnon who used to play at Altona back when I
Well, that'd be him.
first started
Yeah.
playing Prem in the late 90s.
If anyone,
And Neil was up and down from their top side,
Yeah.
second side.
if anyone from Altona's listening, just give us a hoy. Let us know whether we're on the mark there.
Don't know, it could be an uncle or... Wind's picked up again, Gus.
Yep.
We've got a couple of good catches here. Don't think it's going to quite get down enough. He's played it with good weight again.
Yeah, there's a real group of bowls there, isn't there?
There is, yeah. Important for Benny to get into that pack. Yeah, he's done what his skip's asked him to do.
Exactly. Yeah,
So-
that's perfect.
That's a well-behaved third.
Yeah, well, he played a very good bowl in the last 10, Benny, so he just needs something to get him in the game. He's in the game full-time now. Got very high standards, as they all do.
James Pearce picking up a 1 next door on Joshy Thornton. The 1 for Metro West there.
Well, James came in for Craig Mills, pulled out.
Yeah, James was already, he was playing, he was selected as the third.
He was.
So he moved up.
Moved up, yep. And Beige came in from our club as a lead there.
Yeah, Nathan Murray went from 2 to 3, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get down, Brody? Not quite. I wonder if Pidge just tries to draw one now that Benny's put a good cover bowl in.
I think so.
There's room to draw another there. Got a 1.5 or thereabouts.
Just a little bit pacey, is it?
Just not quite, just a touch wide. Not much of a correction required here from Brody. Just got to tighten it fractionally. It's always easy if you can keep the same weight.
Yeah, well, he's added a little bit of weight, so he's looking to change something up.
Same bowl as his last. Good effort.
Now, this is where Pitch needs to add.
Yeah, he's got room.
Must add here. Yeah, I think it's better. He likes it.
Yeah, he's played it very well.
That's a great ad.
Yeah.
That's. Ooh, he may have bought. They might have 3.
They might have 3.
They might have 3. He just moved that kitty about 6 inches.
I'm going to call 3, Gus. What's your tip?
3. So he's calling the centre to centre length now.
That's his go-to.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
3.
Well
Yep.
played.
Great.
Great last bowl.
Yep.
Did his job +1.
That's what the good skips do.
They do.
They don't just convert, they add.
Yeah. So Metro West just made a bit of a comeback there, picking up a 3 on our stream rink, a 1 on the rink next door, and a 2 on the far rink.
So that adds up to a few, doesn't it?
It does. So the margin was 7, and now it's 1.
We're going to have an enthralling contest here today.
Absolutely.
You know, the way that game built yesterday, you know, just
It was tremendous, wasn't it?
like watching the Australians in the cricket, wasn't it? Just a story evolved.
Another great start by Tommy Hicks.
And Kane's just got to keep his work rate up. He's doing a great job. Very good weight there.
Got a few more tuning in. We've got Claire Smythe tuning in.
Hey, Claire.
Sounds very windy. Yeah, it is. It is windy here, Claire. Ken from Oaklands. Pauline from Harvey Bay. And we're told that Graham McKinnon
Right.
is Dane's dad.
Yep.
So I'm not sure whether
That could have been an
Neil
uncle.
McKinnon was an uncle. Maybe someone knows that.
What's Kane done here? Pace is reasonable. Okay.
Beat his first one. Pace was good. So just a reminder to everyone here, we're at Sebastopol Bowls Club 2025 Region Sides Championships. A round 2 men's gold medal match, Metro West 2023 champions up against Mallee 2023 silver tier champions, and both of these sides won yesterday. So whoever wins this one is in the box seat going into the last round.
Yep.
Doesn't mean they're home, but they'll be in the box seat going into the last round. Only one team from each section goes through to the final.
Well, yeah, Metro knocked over what I consider a very good side in Northern not Northern Gateway, Yarra.
Yarra. Yep.
Yarra came up from silver last year and won that, and I would have thought, my prediction was that I think Yarra are leading.
Yarra in the way of the board.
They're 18-4 up.
Yeah, it's a big start against Ovens.
I thought the winner of this section was coming from that win yesterday. I know it was early, but you got to put your head on the line, you know.
Yep.
And the Metro boys got over Yarra just with one good rink win.
We'll see if Murray Mallee's got something to say about your prediction.
Bowls will always
make you look silly.
Absolutely. But I don't mind being wrong.
No.
Just ask my wife. I'm sure she's not listening.
She a bowler?
Nope.
No.
No, I do enough in the game for all my family.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, he's played it well. If he can just sit that back one, as he's done,
great
he's
spot.
got the shot.
His last 3 ends have been very strong, haven't they? He's happy. Benny's happy.
Yep.
The B-Love is smiling.
What replies Harrison got?
Not bad. He's given it a chance. He's just going to land on the pink.
If he can land the pink, he's made the...
that's
it's just fallen out. He played that well. set it up okay for Brody. Brody can land on either of those bowls and get the shot. But Pidge can do the same and add another.
You don't want to let Pidge out of the cage. That's the problem. Because once he's out, he's an immovable force. He's drawn another good shot there. That's
we appreciate the guys just realised they were standing in the way of the cameras and moved out the way. We appreciate the players being cooperative with all of that as Brett Mahoney draws the shot and forces Brody to change to the backhand. Touch on the jack. Sit the bowl.
What's he, 1 down?
2.
2 down.
2 down.
Oh, yeah. Benny's bowl's in, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's kind of liking it, and we get Benny's in the way.
Benny's right in the way, and we've unfortunately missed that one. And Brody's played a cracker and set the shot bowl there. Apologies to our viewers. The players do try their best, but sometimes they forget.
Yeah, it's his second offence, so when I have a break, I'll go over and have a word. Of course, he's just, his mind's in the game, of course.
Yep.
You just got to let go a little bit.
He's played it well.
Yeah, great bowl. Yeah, he's
got it back to his own bowl for one. 3 cracking bowls from the skips so far this end.
We saw this in yesterday's game, you know, when you're down, you know, you've got to keep presenting and making it hard for your opposition skipper, and Pidge's starting to do that. He's given him something to think about. Josh, he's up 10-3. He's having a good think about this. They've got nothing out the back, really, out the back to the right. There's not a lot, so he's thinking about risk and reward here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like he gets onto the blue and the kitty shoots back, and
yeah, he hasn't got the good catches because it looks like it's going to go to the left of screen as our viewers are watching.
Yep. And that's not good for him.
No, he's only 1 down at the moment.
You know, it's look at the scoreboard, 666. It's a number.
Look at the big board, 20-20-20.
Oh my goodness. What's going on here?
Well, the Josh Thornton rink picked up a 2 for Murray Mallee, and the Dane McKinnon rink picked up a 3 for Metro West, which tied it all up. I think they've called for him to arrive here.
Yeah, they did. I think
he's not playing with a lot of weight.
He ignored that call, I think. I think he's sort of happy.
Draw it.
Yeah, he's happy with the 1 down.
1 down's not terrible.
No. All right. I'll step out for a bit and let the great Sarah Rogers come in and give us her dulcet tones. We haven't heard from her for a while, so I'll see you I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Gussie. Good morning, Sarah. How you going?
Good, Troy. How you going?
Yeah, really good. We've got a really, really tight match here. Great standard of bowls. Both leads are setting up heads really well. 2s and 3s doing their jobs, and Skips playing some great conversions. That last end, 3 of the 4 Skips bowls were all effective and changed the head for their respective sides.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far. I've sort of been sitting behind watching as much as I have been talking. Metro West, they started slow yesterday, and then they got about the midway point, they jumped out. But Mallee, on the other hand, yesterday, they had a very close game. They were behind all game, and then they got in front and just at the end and got Ovens and Murray. So
Yeah, with the Glen Scott Rink winning by 18, made all the difference.
that's it. So, yeah, both sides have won one game apiece, so they're hungry to get this game this morning.
Absolutely, and we see another couple of handy opening bowls, probably less than 2 feet short, 1.5 foot maybe. They're in the game.
Very effective, yeah, especially with the way this green's running. Wind's been a little bit tricky out there. I've seen a few bowls just sort of like hold out a little bit when the wind picks up, but for the most part, the players are playing it really, really well, which is sort of what you'd expect at this standard anyway.
Yeah, and so the direction we're going now, they're playing right into the wind. Yesterday was the complete opposite. This way was with the wind, and it was probably 2 seconds quicker.
Right.
So the wind was even stronger than it is now here yesterday.
Oh, was it?
But in the
Yeah.
complete opposite direction.
Oh, it's probably good that they change venues then, because
Yeah,
maybe the players might have come in today with that in their heads.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. So it's they come in with this fresh eyes, don't they?
That's it. So, but I got around to a couple of the venues yesterday. I went over to Victoria and then over to Webb Connor, and all the greens are just looking absolutely fantastic so far.
Yeah,
Jeez, bowl there by Rowdy.
the local clubs have done a great job. So we're here at Sebastopol. We've got Webb Connor, we've got Victoria, and we've got Ballarat Memorial Sports, and we thank them very much for their assistance, and we thank City of Ballarat Council for their assistance as well.
Yeah, and like all the venues too, like everybody's like, you know, they're putting on food, you know, the bars are open, like they're really looking after the players and spectators. So yeah, really well done to Ballarat.
Yeah, absolutely. As Frank played a perfectly weighted bowl, it just
held
hangs out a little bit more on this ditch side. If you get out too wide, it doesn't want to come back.
Yeah. So yeah, Jaden, affectionately known as Rowdy. I think there's one in every club, isn't there?
Most
so
clubs have a Rowdy.
played a really good bowl of his first one. He had a very good day yesterday as well, actually, too.
Yep.
So yeah, played a lot of great bowls.
Another one on the far rink to Dane McKinnon. They've won 7 out of the 8 ends. The one they lost, they dropped to 4, but they've won 7 out of the 8 ends, and they're 12-4 up.
Yeah, they're playing very well over there. Dane's been very effective. He's played some absolute bombs. So he's yeah.
Using his Sydney Swans bowls.
Yeah. We won't hold that against him.
No, well, if they do make the final, he'll want to perform better than Sydney have done in the last 2 grand finals, wouldn't he?
Isn't it pretty much every final for Sydney?
Yeah, well, I enjoyed the one 2 years ago as a Geelong supporter, so
Look, he
I'll
had
take that.
really good weight there.
Great, yeah, great weight
Ben.
by Benny.
He always plays very good weight, Ben.
He does, he does.
He actually, he likes to lead. So,
Okay.
yeah, he's a very good draw bowler.
Yeah.
So you don't sort of really see him overplay
Yeah.
shots too much. Like
Yeah.
if he misses, they end up in a really good area because he just plays that really good weight.
Yeah.
And I really like...
Harrison's,
Oh, sorry.
sorry. Sarah
great
just has
bowl.
played it well. He wanted the bowl solid, but it's still a good shot.
He did really well to get that gap as well too. I don't think it looks so good from the mat. You know, Pidge, I really like what he did that latest end, just asking Ben, like, what did he see?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's sort of a few short bowls there, tricky with the wind. I think, though, he sort of fell away from the shot, so I think it still is Metro West holding.
Yeah, I'd say it's... although that green and gold one of Kane Wilson's is pretty close.
Yeah.
Pidge likes this one.
What was I just saying about Ben being a good draw bowler?
Yeah, and playing good weight.
I like it when he proves me right.
It's usually a commentator's curse, isn't it?
It is. So, but maybe because it's he's my mixed pairs partner, so maybe that's why.
He didn't want to let you down.
That's it. He was doing it for me this time.
We've got Cheryl Flapper tuning in. Great to see you on board, Cheryl.
Yeah, I saw Alana yesterday playing for the Northern Gateway girls. They had a very, very close finish against Ovens and Murray. Very close game.
Yeah, I saw Alana here this morning. Her
Right.
bright and bubbly self.
She always is,
Yeah.
yeah. So it looks like Brody's just going to follow.
So this is Harrison,
Oh,
the
Harrison.
third.
Sorry.
If it gets down, he's played it well.
I was going to say, I think Ben showed him the way.
Well
Great
played,
bowl.
yeah. See how it just hangs there? They were just on edge. Is this going to come back or is it going to stay out? And it just got back, but there's a little bit of resistance there with the wind.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the wind is slightly coming across that way as well. Can just sort of hold them out a bit.
Yes, it's more up and down the green, but slightly across. Yeah, it's definitely the narrower hand.
Yeah. So, but I mean, with 33 degrees coming today, the wind isn't so bad.
No, it's quite pleasant here under the shelter. We're out of the sun.
Alright,
We can't
Pitch.
complain as Pitch plays big weight.
Looking for it. It's got the
He's
jack
got the jack.
clean.
Where's it going?
Oh, it's gone forward. Wow.
That's Frank Ritchie's bowl. I like when I'm playing. I like it when a jack goes forward because I usually have the shortest bowl on the rink.
Yeah, me
So
too.
that's how I get the shot.
Yeah. I was going to just make a joke and be like, of course it's short because I played it as a blocker, but I'm the lead, so I can't really say that.
No, it's probably a little early to block as a lead.
Yeah. All right, well, it opens up the head, though, for the boys. It was sort of shut down before. That was probably sort of like one of, a good option for Pidge, being the fact that, like, it was a bit hard to get into and that hand's holding out.
Yeah, and Brody's drawn the shot maybe 18 inches short, but bang in front of the jack. So it's one of
Covers
those
it
ones
up.
where Pidge is going to go to the mat now and he can't actually see the jack.
Yeah, well, Ben's giving him jack high, so
He
he can
is.
just sort of get his depth.
I find, obviously it depends on the length and the height of people and stuff, but as a bit of a guide, if you can just see the tip of the jack,
Great bowl
then
hit by
it's
Pidge.
3 feet or less. As Pidge, he doesn't need to see the jack.
Does not. I was actually going to say,
Do you want a back toucher?
if he draws one close, he probably wants to try and get it on the line, so that way he can't, like Brody can't look for it. Yep, he gets second shot, but he got the shot and he got it on the line.
Yeah, so Brody's still going to attack because he's got 2 seconds, but there's no target. So he's got to play it absolutely perfectly to get it.
She's played it pretty well.
If he clears his front one, he's unlucky.
Geez, he was all over that, wasn't he?
Yeah, another good end. Another good end. 3 ends in a row to Metro West.
I'm glad you're doing that. I had to do it one time and I was terrible at it.
There's a little bit to do when you're trying to keep your eye on 3 rinks.
Mm-hmm.
Rink next door's measuring, so we'll see if we can get a score. There's no one standing in the way this time, so we should be able to get a call on who's got what and how many.
And Nathan's pretty good at indicating as well.
All you got now, Tommy? All you got?
And then he didn't, because I said
Well,
that.
he called out. It sounded, and I could be completely wrong because I got earphones in and it's hard to hear. But given that he didn't give the number and didn't shout it too loud, I feel like it might have been 7. That's the number I thought I heard.
Well, it looks like it's 7 to Metro West then.
Yeah, so Metro West got the end, and it is a 7 because it's now 10 all on that rink.
Okay, so that's why they didn't yell it out, because
They were being respectful.
Yes, but also as well too, whoever wasn't there for the 8 has to do a chicken dance later, and they know that I enforce that. So maybe that's why they were keeping it on the down low.
Okay, so but we're onto it. So
Yep. Lucky I was here with you and you picked that one up.
yes,
All right, we've got a bit of a cracker start there from Kane. He's played 2 very, very good bowls here.
yeah, he's leading exceptionally well.
Yeah, he's had very good groupings of where his bowls have ended up. So every time I've looked over, they've been like too close to each other within the head, which is what you want at this level.
Ready?
And Pitch likes it. It's holding up pretty well. Definitely put Tommy's bowl in a better position now. Can sort of turn that onto the jack.
Yep. Frank, we were talking just before about, especially at this standard, constantly trying to improve the head. So Frank will be looking to improve the head, sit that shot bowl, turn it past and fall in front of the jack.
Oh, great
or
ball.
tuck it away like that.
Well, I was
So-
going to say at this level they're sort of always trying to like be moving the jack, so that
Yeah.
way your opposition's not always like having a look at it, and also playing the opposition shot first.
That's right.
So that was a really good bowl there from Frank. He's changed the head. Hasn't given Rowdy a second go to correct on his first one.
So Metro West have got themselves going here. They were, I think, 11-18 down, and they've scored 19-2 now in the last eight or 9 ends.
They're just slow starters, I think.
Yeah, they're going now. So this is where really Mallee needs to bite back at them.
I actually think the sort of the pace of the green a little bit earlier as well too. Like, you know, the greens were quite quick yesterday, but with the heat that's coming today, the greenskeepers put a bit of water on overnight.
Yeah, this ran about 13.5 to 14 yesterday. Looks similar. Looks a similar pace.
Yeah, I think it's just freed up a little bit from when they first sort of started.
Yeah, the sun's on it and the wind's drying it out.
Yep.
Benny Loughlin's played it well again.
What was I saying about him being a good draw bowler?
Draw bowler.
Yeah.
That's the key to this game. You can play those conversions all day, but if you've got a good draw bowler, it's worth gold. As Harrison lines up, plays big. Just off target.
Skip did well to get out of the way of that one. That was coming down quick.
Yeah, he's ex-footballer, they were saying, so he's got a bit of strength behind him.
Yep. So after playing weight like that, Pitch is just sort of calling him to sort of get one behind the head.
Yeah, well, that's the Mallee bowl that's passed. Nothing else has really passed the jack, apart from the shot bowl, which is not far past. No, he's drawn another.
And just passed. He's played that well.
Lining up again.
I feel like, though, with the way that bowl's sitting anyway, if he plays that much weight, it's probably going to kill.
Fair chance. Oh, what a great shot.
Yeah.
That's our second dead end for the game.
Only 2. Okay, that's doing pretty good. I think they had about 6 or 7 on Pitch's Rink yesterday.
Oh,
so
okay.
they were the last ones
Well,
to finish.
they're only about a third of the way through, so triple that and you'll get 6.
There you go. Yep. Good one to put on the stream, because lots of bang for the buck for the viewers, because
That's
they're going
it.
to get a lot of extra ends in. So
Yeah, so it's we are on a time limit here. So we've got until 1 o'clock to finish this match. 4-hour time limit or 21 ends, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
We didn't get to a time limit here yesterday afternoon. They were all finished within, I think, about 15 minutes before the time limit, 3 and 3/4 hours. This one with a few dead ends could get close.
Well, it's funny because the ladies were joking that the time limit's there for the men. So, so I thought that was quite funny.
Yeah, well, the men traditionally kill more ends, and another great opener by Tommy Hicks.
Played that very well.
So reminder to everyone, this is our 2025 Region Sides Championships Round 2 match. Metro West versus Mallee in the gold tier. Both of these teams won their games yesterday afternoon, so they're 1 and zip. Whoever wins this will go in 2 and zip to the final 3rd round match this afternoon, and will put themselves in the box seat. So it's an important game.
Sure is, it sure is. And I think, I don't know if it got mentioned earlier at all, but it was actually Mallee who got Metro West last year to prevent them from playing in the finals.
Got them by 2 shots.
Yep. So.
And it was the HARKER Rink that won by about 10 that was the difference.
I also heard as well too, apparently there was a bowl by Josh Thornton that also was the one that got them the win.
Yep.
That may have come off a short bowl.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yep.
Another good opener by Kane. Just underplayed this one. Nice and positive by his skip, Brett Mahoney, just saying that's why they give you 2.
Yeah, Brett is a very, very positive skip.
Yeah.
He's a very positive person in general.
He is. He's positive about life.
Yeah, that's it. He loves bowls.
He does.
So
Yeah. He's a bowls tragic.
He is. He is. It's a great track by that one from Frank.
Yeah, it's just there's a little bit more, even though that was short, there's a little bit more finish this way as we're with the breeze.
Mm. So I think it might... No, Rowdy's still staying on that hand. It's a small correction. His bowl should be coming in by then anyway, but yeah, again, pitch nice and positive. It's past the jack, it's in play. And I think that's sort of what you need to do. If you popped your first one short and you're sort of holding, you just want to make sure that your next bowl you're up anyway, especially if you're still holding. And Tommy's put his second bowl in a good position. If everyone's playing on the hand, the jack's probably going to go in that direction, so... Oh, I just missed that one. Probably would have back cut it too, which would have gone over to the Murray Mallee's catcher bowls.
Whoops, we've just made this Rink accidentally 98 ends. That's a long game, isn't it?
115 of 63. Does that mean that we're done? We can call it?
Yeah, that's it. We'll go back to 8 ends. How's that? Benny Lachlan again.
He's
a
just
drawing machine.
He is. He's a very, very good draw bowler. So I think he led in the state side for many years.
Yeah, he definitely played state.
And lead as well,
For a
I'm pretty
while.
sure.
Yep. Okay.
He actually prefers to lead. So we're playing the club mixed pairs and he's got me skipping and he's leading.
Nice.
So,
I like that.
I know. It's so good getting on the mat with him as your lead.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, he's an exceptional draw bowler. Probably might be just a little touch disappointed with that one, cutting the head that side. Jack's
Yeah.
probably is going to go to where Pidge's foot is.
Yeah.
It's just the weight on that one. I think it's just might going to pull up.
It's on the side of the head that they wanted. Probably wanted another 2 feet a run, but it's still out there.
Yeah, not too bad.
Harrison looking to correct here.
He played good weight on his first one. He's just got to correct that line a little bit. I mean, he's still got that one of Frank's.
Just going under by a fraction.
Wow. Opens the jack up though now.
He does, yeah. So it's 2 down, I would suggest. Tom Hicks front bowl and Benny Laughlin's pink one. But it's made the shot better for Brodie.
It has, yeah. Before it was, if he'd played that hand and hit it, the jack was just going to go out, whereas now it's open. He can sort of sit the bowl and draw, like...
Yeah, or touch the jack.
Yeah.
So Pidge, as we talk about, he's going to try and close this down and
Play that shot
tuck
first.
it away first. Even if he turns Benny's bowl in behind the jack,
Yeah,
takes
brilliant.
that target away. Look at that. Now
Yes.
if Brodie touches that jack, it's probably going to run into Benny Laughlin's bowl.
Yeah. Probably actually maybe even forces him on that backhand because for them it's more favourable for the jack to go to the other, like, hang on, I'm trying to, from where I'm standing, the right-hand side of the head.
So that as the camera
But as
to
the camera
left,
is to the left, yeah. So you probably actually want to be on the backhand. Oh, no, proving me wrong.
Yeah, I don't think he can get in on the backhand because of that short bowl, that blue bowl.
Oh, right, yeah.
So he's forced to play the forehand.
Just looking for the nice dead
It's not
draw.
bad.
Played it pretty well.
Just not quite got enough run on it, but only 2 feet. 2 feet's not much.
Yeah, I need to commentate from the screen. I'm doing it standing
Yeah,
and
if
looking
you
at
look
the
at the
head.
screen
Yeah.
here in front of us, you'll see exactly what the viewers see.
Yeah. Then I can probably explain it better with the direction it's going. So Ballarat's really turned the weather on this weekend for us,
Beautiful.
haven't
Yeah,
they?
beautiful.
Beautiful sunny weather.
Yep, change of hands from Pidge.
Yeah, now that Brodie sort of...
Needs to miss that, which he hasn't.
Oh,
It's actually made it harder for Brodie.
it certainly has.
But it's given Brodie another bowl in the head.
Do you think we'll see maybe a little bit of weight here?
I think we'll see weight on the forehand.
They do have the backest one, the lead bowl. That Kane got back there. That's the backest.
It could be 3 down here because we've got that side
The side bowl.
bowl of Pidges. It's 2 and a look. But then after that, they've got the next 3 after those first 3. So I think we're going to see weight on the forehand.
Goes to the
That's my
left-hand
tip.
side as well too. I think they'll actually have a few. Metro West don't really have any to the left of the.
Yeah,
as the
and he's
viewers see
lining
to
up.
the head.
Big weight on the forehand. Will it get down
How's it looking?
enough?
Oh,
Got one out.
Got one out.
Got one out.
What are they going to signal here?
Gonna
They're going to have a measure.
Measure for the second. Yeah, I thought it was close, that third one, which is now the second one.
Yeah. Jackway usually has it, but it's sort of with the off the line over there.
They say the flat bowl usually wins,
Yeah.
particularly when it's closer.
Funny that.
Yeah. Tight measure.
Yes.
1.
Oh, they're going
So
back.
second shot. It's 4 ends in a row to the MAHONEY Rink.
So just the one. Yeah. Oh, good bowl there from Brody. It's probably his, look, not the ultimate, but definitely had an impact. And I think on the next rink over, Nathan Murray has just played an absolute bomb and trailed the jack. So they're in control over there on that rink as well too.
Yeah. We've got another bowls tragic tuning in. Paul, great to see Paul Clear, who does play for Brody's club at Barham, and he's over in United States, Santa Barbara. I've seen a few of his posts online, and yeah, hope you're safe from all those fires, Paul, in California, which is really, really sad. But it looks like he's having a cracking time over there.
Yeah.
I'm very jealous of you, Paul.
He's probably jealous of us, to be honest. Look at these conditions. Look
As
at
a
the
bowl's
green.
tragic.
Yeah.
If you need someone to swap with, Paul, you can come back here. I'll go over there. Perfect. happy to help.
I wonder if he's checked out any of the greens over there. It's actually becoming a bit of a big sport over there in
It
America
is,
now.
yeah. It's starting to build. We get some of the Americans come over and play in a few different events over here. Be nice to see if some of them might come over and play Vic Open. It'd be great.
Yeah.
They have in the past. I think I've seen. There's a father and daughter who I recall last year came over and played. Remiss of me to forget their names, but yeah, definitely father and daughter who have played.
I do remember them.
The daughter played in the junior event.
I think there's a guy, Lauren Dion. He has one of the UBC sides.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's really been pushing for the the bowls over there. He's got like the stream and the Facebook page and everything going, so he's been a big ambassador for it. And I think he actually even came over and played some pennant up in Queensland. So
righto.
Yeah, a couple of seasons ago. Oh, great bowl there by Frank. He just picked that line perfectly, didn't he?
He's put some good bowls in, Frank.
Yeah.
They tell us he's a local legend. He's Frank from Kerrang Golf.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is Kerrang local to here?
No.
Oh, like
the
local
the Murray Mallee locals.
Okay,
sorry.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, my apologies.
Geez, Rowdy's played this
it's
pretty
a
well
good
too.
effort.
He's ended up in a very good spot.
Just under, he's played good weight. Can Frank repeat the dose?
So looking forward to the Vic Open. I see those entries open at the moment.
They
so
sure are.
yeah.
Get onto the Vic Open website through Bowls Link and you can register. Oh, what a great home that is.
That is a very
Two
good end by
crackers.
Frank. Yeah.
They talk about leading one behind, but it's pretty good if your second does it too.
Exactly. I wonder if Ben's going to be able to just find that same. I mean, he can be positive on the draw because he's sort of got Tommy on the way in that he can turn in as well, but he can pick that same line.
Don't think he's quite centred.
No. And into the wind this direction as well
Sure
too.
is, yep.
You've got to always be, it's the hard part, isn't it? Like, you've always got to be adjusting.
Yeah, you've
when
got to
you
be
change
altering
into
your
the
weight
wind.
from going one way to the other.
Well, probably enough to count though.
Yeah, they're holding 3, so Pidge is asking for second shot.
It's Snorkel's played one.
He was going running for the jack, but he just missed.
Says to me, perhaps
Murray
they're
Mallee
down.
must have the shot, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ben's played this a little bit wider, I think.
Yeah, just a bit quick.
Yeah.
Easy to do when you drop your first one short and you say to yourself, I've got to be there, I've got to be there, it's into the wind, I've got to be there.
Yeah.
And you overplay it.
It's all right, though. I think if you got pitches, you skip. Back bowls aren't wasted.
Well, the last 4 ends, Benny's played absolute clinkers, so
He has, yeah.
he's allowed an end off. You'd just rather do it when you weren't 3 down.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. But that's why there's 4 people in the rink, so I'm sure Pidge will come up with something here.
Exactly right.
I mean, we know he's got the weighted shot, but he is also a very good draw bowler. So just got to get to that yellow.
Yeah, just
It's
over.
under as well.
Metre over. Brody will want to draw another one and put him under pressure.
Yeah, you reckon he'll go for the draw first rather than the back one?
I think so.
Well, the good thing is that we're here and we can see it. We can tell you what's happening because we've got one of the players in front of the
apologies
camera. But Frankie's just admiring his handiwork, you know.
Brody's just a touch quick.
Touch quick, but he's ended up in a good spot, so yeah. Well, pitches on the draw again, so played this pretty well. It's got to get to that one. Just run through. So just a small correction here now for Brody. There you go. We managed to signal to him.
We were waving and waving and waving.
Mate, he was just too busy mentally taking a photo of those bowls. He's
Was
like, must remind the skip of this end after.
5.
5, wow.
What a big pickup that is.
That puts him right back into the game.
Well and truly.
Only one in the overall now, so... Oh, hang on, no, wait. I was looking at the overall scoreboard, not the one on the screen, which is probably more up to date.
Yeah, I've just got to update a couple of other rinks now. If they get out the way of the boards. 11 all next door, so Josh Thornton must have picked up a 1.
And Danes is now 12-9 after 11.
So Rink 2's after 10. And 12-9 after 11, so Glenn Scott picked up a 2. So they've just picked up 8 shots to nothing. And that's after 11, is it? Yeah.
They've gone for a longer end, and Kane has played an absolute belter for his first one. It's a great opening bowl. And Tommy's put some good pace on his. He'll definitely be there. Yeah, good bowl. He's actually a back-end player. He used to play down in Geelong, so it's only since he's come to Metro that he's leading. So
Yeah, and he does it well.
yeah, so
It's pretty hard to get back in that Deer Park side, isn't it?
it is. It is. It's very hard. So,
So I'd be happy to be the water boy in that team. 2
Well-
crackers from Kane. It's not holding, but leads don't have to get the shot. If
No.
they get bowls in the area, they set it up for the rest of the rink. Frank's got a great shot here just to sit the bowl trailer jack on the forehand because Kane's put 2 bowls in the head.
exactly. I think sometimes early on when people start off playing, they think that the lead just always needs to be holding and they try too hard for the dead draw. But you've got so many more bowls to come. So really at the end of the day, it's just really important to end up with your bowls in good position. Like if you don't get the shot, you've got 3 more players coming after you who can do things. So it's all just about setting it up for them to be able to do those things.
Is he getting down enough? Sarah,
it's just gonna hold
not
out.
quite. If he
Yeah.
stays on, he's played good weight.
But again, he's played
Yeah, he
beautiful
has.
weight, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Ben
really important
Fletcher
as well.
asking who my favourite side on paper is. Well, I tipped Northern Gateway to win it overall, but they lost to Sandbelt yesterday. And my tip in this section was Metro West. And in the women's,
Do I
in
have
the
to weigh in
gold,
here with who I think? Because I'm obviously going to be biased.
I
so.
reckon there might be a bit of bias there.
Yeah.
In the women's, my tip to win it overall was Ovens and Murray.
I mean, that's such a stacked section there.
No,
Yeah.
I tell a lie. It was Ovens and Murray to win that section, and Sandbelt to win the other section. I had Sandbelt winning that one overall.
Overall, yep.
But it would be a great final if it was those two. They're pretty stacked lineups.
A lot of really great players, you know, past and present state players. You got Kelly at the moment. She's just on absolute fire. Like, is there anything she hasn't
Yeah,
won?
exactly right.
So
But then for the opposition, you've got Kylie, now called Kylie Lavis, who's won a world singles champion of champions. That's pretty good going. And she's in the Australian squad.
and then you've also too you got your veterans like Anne and Claire.
Yep.
Been around for a long time. Maureen.
Yeah. And in Sandbelt, you got Lisa Phillips, Tiff Brody.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great to see Tiff back playing in the side actually.
Yeah.
She's sort of she hasn't been in there for the last couple of years, so
There's
played this very
Harrison, look here.
nice.
He's very,
getting down.
very close. What a shot.
What a shot.
He's got the jack clean, turned it round the corner.
Unfortunately for
And
Metro
made
West,
two.
they've got nothing past actually, so
And they've got no easy shot on.
no.
This could be one of those heads where you whack the front and try and open it up to give Pidge a chance.
Give your skip a chance,
Yeah.
yeah. Which
Get-
a lot of good third does. They'll open up the head for the skip to be able to draw
Yeah,
or play a
this is
shot.
Nothing else really on.
Because
Okay.
Tommy's bowl's still there and in the mix, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Looks like Pidge is calling him to draw and get another bowl in. I thought he might have just tried to open the head up.
I'll play like a little swing because, yeah, swing away, have your bowl stay up. Not that much of a swinger that you head in, but
It could be the fact that he's backing because Benny's draw shot is so good.
yes,
He's
well
just
that's
saying, you play to your strengths here and you draw me a bowl in the head.
Mm-hmm.
You get another one in then in the head, then we might run at it.
yeah. Play this pretty good. And I mean, the thing is too, like, you know, like you're talking about playing to your strengths as well. Is it just going to stay up?
No,
Just gone in.
It's with the wind there and he's just
I think it's
overplayed it.
picked up a little bit too. You can hear it. You know, like Brett and Ben, they haven't really played together a lot. They played against each other a lot, but they
Yep.
haven't played together a lot. So that's sort of one of the tricky things when you come to these formats as well too. You're playing with people that you've played against but not with.
Yep.
So that's why it's really important for the selectors to make sure they're getting, like, you know, their combos right. and
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Putting people
combination is
together.
very important.
Who know each other's games.
Yeah. So Harrison will want to draw another one, but he doesn't want to sit it next to
Doesn't want to give a
that
target.
bowl of Kane Wilson and give him a target.
Or even just like something to sit on to play a positive.
Yeah, so he wants to try and get either past the jack or tight into that pack. That's perfect.
That's perfect, yeah.
Absolutely perfect. He's played two perfect bowls this end.
He has. Played last end too, didn't he? Was it last end or the one before?
I'll get
having a fair game.
confused pretty easily.
Yeah.
Especially trying to do all the other scoreboards and things.
Oh, I kind of
There's
just like forget straight away too.
A couple of things going through my mind. He's played this with better weight. It just needs to turn.
Yes.
It needs to keep running though.
It's all right.
Yeah.
There is something out there though now that Pidge can angle in off. You know what I mean? Like when your head's shut down like that, you're not going to be able to dead draw it. So having a bowl out there that you can use to work in off is actually pretty invaluable.
Yeah, it is. I just think that one's a little too far to get much value out of.
Nah, I reckon playing a swing away, edging off it into the head.
All right, we'll see what he
that's
goes
what
with.
that's what I'm calling. Making
I'm
good use of
calling
it.
big weight because it's Pidge.
Well, even with big
So
weight,
let's
it's
see what
still
Brody
still
does.
a
If
good
he can
bowl.
turn that bowl,
Yeah.
and he has his. Oh, okay. So he's turned that one, but he's now given a jack high bowl, which Pidge can now just draw and beat.
Yeah.
He's 4 down. If he beats that, he cuts it to 2.
And you can see Ben called that straight away. It's
Yep.
jack high.
Yeah,
Gives him
so
that guide.
Brody did a good job to tidy that up, but he was stiff with where his bowl ended up.
He played ordinarily a really good bowl, but when you're playing like against opposition of this calibre.
There's that bowl. He just got the wrong side of it.
He did.
If he got the inside of it, it could have worked for him.
They got one pass now, so that's good.
Yeah, I still think they're just going to be drawing just
yeah.
to try and beat that bowl. So I think he overplayed that a bit.
A little bit tricky on the line as well too. It sort of just held out for him a little bit by the looks of things too.
Yeah, it's an important end with Mallee picking up a 5 last end and now holding a very good 4.
You drop a 5, you want to be winning the next end.
Yeah, and if you pick up a 5, you want to try and get a 1 next end. Little flick off that. That's 5 again. This is a huge bowl.
Gives a bit of a wave to acknowledge the fact he got a bit of luck there, but he did have really good weight. And I did sort of say as well too, those bowls on the way in are probably what's going to be getting the bowl to draw in.
Yeah, we're only halfway through this game, but this is the most important bowl so far that's been played in the game.
Yeah.
This is one where you want your skip to be able to cut this down. But even just to cut it down, he's got to play an absolute ripper.
He does.
He's
He's
got to use that
it.
jack-high bowl.
He's stalking it. How's his weight?
Needs it to run.
He's telling it to hurry.
I don't think he's got enough on it. His track was perfect.
Yeah.
That's back-to-back 5s. That's huge.
Huge. Well, I think the PS Rink just picked up 3, which reduces some of the pain. But yeah, that was a very, very good end by the Mallee boys.
Was that definitely 3 to James Pearce, was it?
I saw them signal 3 and Larry's got the mat, so I'm going to
go with
yes.
3, and then if the scoreboard says something else, well, we'll change it. Because they've still got it at 11 all.
Yeah.
After 10, they haven't updated their
They'll
board.
probably update it when they come.
They're there.
Oh, when
They're down there
play
already.
the bowl, sorry.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Kane's played this very well. I think when you've got a hand that's holding out, it's probably better to play like a tighter line, because at least you've got the chance to pick up your jack when you're cutting the head.
Yep.
Whereas if you're playing sort of like the wider line and you're hanging out, you're not going to get to it.
Yeah.
Just a bit short there by Tommy, so it's definitely promotable.
So the scoreboard there is saying 14-12 after 10. And it was 11 all after 10. So I'm not sure what they're doing
someone's
there.
a little bit confused.
Let's have a look on the
good
on
correction
bowls
there.
link.
Change your hand there, by.
No, our score's correct. 14-11 after 11. We'll go with our score for now.
All right, Frank had a very good end this way last end, so let's just see if he can replicate. Yeah, he's played that very well. Definitely does frame it though for Rowdy for his next bowl, or Jaden, I should say.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit kinder looking from the mat.
Yeah, it just gives you a bit more of that depth perception when it's framed like that to sort of find your weight. Looks like he's played this pretty well. He bowled very well yesterday, Jaden.
He's got a little flick off that. He's got second shot and he's in the perfect home.
That's what they need. Just to not so much get the confidence, but just to get him back in the game after dropping 2 big numbers like that. You know, you just need some bowls in the head just to...
Yep, he's forced Frank to change hands, trying to get to that last bowl. Even if he's past it, he'll split the 2 bowls. Oh no, that's his own bowl there anyway. So it's just next to Kane's opening bowl.
Probably not too bad there though. If everyone's playing on this sort of side of the green, the jack's probably going to go in that direction if there's any touch anyway. So
doesn't need a lot of a correction here, but I think he's changed it. Yeah, he's dropped his weight.
It's a bit unfortunate. His first bowl was really good. Harrison just making sure he's passed. It's a very good bowl there, just matching that one of Tommy's.
Yeah, they've got good coverage down the back now.
They do, they do.
Nice little shot here for Ben.
So the jack went forward last time in this direction, so, you know, maybe those ones at the front won't be wasted.
You never know, but the way it's shaping up, they're just playing soft weight at the moment. Not going to quite get down enough.
No. Probably does make it a little bit better though now, like we were just saying about framing it.
Yeah, he's turned it in and made it 2 down, but he's fattened the target up.
Probably good though, no, just to sort of play a bit more drawy weight. Just they've sort of only got Jaden's in the head at the moment. It's pretty well protected, but it's always good to have a couple there to give you skip options.
Yeah, that tidies it up a little bit. A little bit. It's still a nice shot here for Ben.
Yep. Touch of the jacks all time. Can't tell if he likes it or not.
No, he's too wide, Sarah.
Gonna hang. Yeah.
It doesn't. It's very unforgiving if you get out too wide on that hand.
Yeah, it seems to be if anything like to the left of that line or to the right as you're on TV, it's not going to come in. But if you're just under that line, it'll come across.
Yeah.
So, geez, there's quite a few spectators starting to roll in, isn't there?
Yeah, a little bit of atmosphere here. Most of these regions would have, you know, some people that have come along, and especially the Metro West. It's not that far from most of those clubs up here to Ballarat. It's probably an hour.
Yeah, well, we got quite a few from like Geelong players, and I was just talking to Larry Donnie, his partner, and she said it only took her an hour to get up here.
Yeah, Geelong to Ballarat's only an hour too, so Brody got a bit fortunate there.
He did, but yeah, short bowls that's what they're there for. So a bit of a clutch end here.
Yeah, well, it's another 3, I think.
Yeah.
Which is just a bit like Benny, just out too wide.
Yeah, probably a little bit too pacey as well.
Surely, yeah, I was going to say, surely we see a change of hands here. Forehand, try and get back to that bowl of Jaden's.
Well, it probably did open it up, actually.
If I hit the centre ball, try and kill it.
Going big.
They definitely need it.
Oh, he's taking his own out.
That is
No change, still 3.
Okay,
Another
yeah,
3
Thomas' ball
though.
came up.
That's 13 shots in 3 ends.
Murray and Mallee are back. Oh, well, actually, they are on the front anyway, but yeah, back for a bit of a lead.
Metro West, Dane McKinnon Rink got a 3, putting them out to 15-9.
I think Murray and Mallee are holding over there on the Pierce Rink. Just going to hold out. He's played pretty good weight. Passed anyway. It's in the game, but yeah, just really held out there, that one, didn't it? All right, Tommy's been given a look. Kane's had the pressure on every end, so let's see if he can respond here and really nail it and set Metro West up this end. Oh, it's good he's passed anyway. Sort of had a bit of the last time in this direction, they sort of ended up with like a lot of bowls short of the jack and nothing past, so it sort of limited the options that the skip had.
Yeah, especially when you've got a skip like Brett Mahoney who likes to
Have a
arrive and be up and play an aggressive game.
Yeah.
You want something past, and same with the opposition, you want something past to try and stop him from doing that, or if he does do it, give yourself a chance to still have the shot.
That's it. That's it. So I think Tommy's made a pretty good correction here.
Yeah, just in behind the jack about
Yeah, it's a good bowl.
1.5 foot.
This is probably the most room the seconds have had for a while.
Yeah, definitely. We can tell you in our other match on this screen in the men's, same section, Yarra's up 40-21 over Ovens and Murray after 36 ends.
Yeah, good ball there from Frank.
Yeah,
He's just
very
turned it
good.
up, hasn't he?
He's been steady the whole game.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of ends off, but generally pretty steady, which is probably why they call him a local legend.
Yeah. That's it for anyone watching at home. If you want to know how to become a local legend, Frank's given a lesson. So just rewatch it again later and take notes. Fair reply there by Jaden.
Good weight by Jaden.
See if he can double it up. Looks to be just a little bit slower, this one. It's going to pull up.
All yours, mate.
Alright, so we're just sort of over the halfway point here, and it's back to being nice and close.
Yeah, won the difference overall.
Better rain. It'll be better here.
Make the last, if Moama get this one, it'll make the last one interesting because...
Played this well.
Oh, beautiful bowl.
Great bowl, Jay.
Yarra in control over there, so Yarra will know then that if they can get Mallee in the last game, you know, they're in a good position with shots up to be able to also make it through to the final as
Yeah,
well. So it's a pretty critical game here for Metro
Yeah,
West.
so that's what we're saying. Whoever wins is in the box seat, but it's still going to be a tight section that they're going to have to, you know, probably win their last or get pretty close to it.
That's
'Cause
it.
If they don't, it'll obviously come down to shots. Another bowl in the head from Harrison there.
And Yarra kept it very tight yesterday. They only, I think it was 11 shots that they were sort of down, and
Yep.
they've made that up this morning. So
Well, doubled it at the moment.
yeah, if this one ends up being a tight game, they'll know that they can still get themselves into the final.
Well, a little bit unlucky there, Benny. If he'd got that right in the guts, he would have really tidied that head up. But he's actually turned it, the bowl
Over
closer
and-
to Jack High and given Harrison a bit more of a look at it. And they've got the 2 seconds, so I think he's going to give it a chance.
Yeah, you probably look for this. Probably just sort of like a bit of a swingy sit and stay, because if he does miss, then he ends up behind and it gives his skip options. So at the moment, you know, Metro West do have the backest, but if he can sort of hold up with it, then it means that, you know, Brody can probably go a little bit more solid at it.
So he's changed over to the forehand. He's got his bowl on the way in. If he can get under that and sit the bowl clean, or turn that outside one. He's turned it past the jack. That's not a bad home, and he's still got the 2 seconds. So he's
Yeah.
improved the head. He hasn't changed it in terms of being up or down, but he's improved their position on the head.
Definitely has, yeah. Before there was sort of the option for Metro West there to sort of like try and play to trail the jack, and you know, they've got a few back
Yeah,
waiting there,
exactly
but now that
right.
his is there, it kind of like there is a little bit of danger, whereas
Yep.
before there was no danger.
Yeah, correct.
And that just, no danger to danger, puts pressure on.
Yeah, changes the way you play the shot.
It does, yeah.
Plays these shots pretty well, Brody.
Yeah, well, I think that they're sort of preferring this forehand side. So, you know, playing that little bit of a swinger on, turning the bowl over, sitting it through. I would call them swingers, but I mean anything that's just like, you know, a foot or two over. It's probably not what everyone else calls a swinger.
Yeah. Yeah, I just call it just arriving.
Arriving shot. Yeah.
He's close.
He's played this very, very well.
He's very close,
He's
Sarah.
just got the bowl
He
clean.
doesn't want the...
No,
oh,
he
he got
got
the jack, but
he's
he's gone with it.
Yeah.
He's ran right with it.
Got a little bit of help when he touched that bowl. It actually changed his trajectory back onto the jack
Yeah.
to swing around with
Yeah.
it. So,
Which now puts Pidge under the pump again. And he's been down
it does.
the last few ends in a row, but it's only one this time.
But he can play an arriving draw because he can sit the bowl, he can trail the jack because it is...
Yeah, he's just got to get past that front one.
It's Jaden's, I think, over there. No,
Yeah, that-
Tommy's just behind. So,
Yep. So I think I said it was one, but I think it's actually two because that's Kane's bowl.
Kane's bowl. Yeah. Played pretty good weight for it.
And then you've got
Maybe
Frank's
just
bowl there as well, so I don't know if that one's in. There's at least 2. Whether that one of Frank's is in and it's 3. So maybe
Yeah.
he's under more pressure than I first thought.
Yeah.
It's at least 2.
Geez, these Metro West boys will be like, what do we have to do?
Yeah.
They're just on a roll at the moment,
the
aren't they?
Murray Mallee boys have outnumbered him in the head. Even though they were down, Brody had a good shot to play.
They had bowls in good position.
2 seconds and good catches.
Yeah.
And he's drawn another. That's brilliant.
Geez, that's a good
2
bowl.
brilliant shots.
Yep.
Gee, if they get another number here, 4 big numbers in a row. This is a big bowl.
Yeah, pitch needs to get something here. Needs to turn
It's
for
not
him.
going to get down.
It's not, no.
So they're taking 3 out, and it's a measure for the 4th. This is a huge turnaround in this game, Sarah.
Huge, yeah. Looks like 4.
4. So that's 17 shots they've scored in 3 ends.
All right, well, for anyone tuning in at home, we've got a bit of a cracker of a match happening here. We've got Murray Mallee playing Metro West. They're in, I think, Section 1 of the gold section. It's been a very close game. Stream Rink is sort of the difference at the moment. We've had the Harkers picked up, Harker Rink's picked up 17 shots in the last 4 ends.
Yes, I've just Gus is back, and
Gus is
we
back.
thought we'd have a change to see if that'll change our
Feng Shui.
a bit. Larry goes, Gus, can you get back into commentary? Pidge hasn't won a end
Since
since you
you've been
left.
in here.
So
Maybe it's me, actually. Maybe I should jump out.
no, you're all right.
So, though they did win a
No.
couple of ends when I first got here.
No.
So,
I think it's just they can see the game slipping a bit, and they just, you've got to change something, don't you?
you do, yeah. I think they just really need to get the map back and change something.
The conditions, I've noticed, have changed since I was here an hour ago, so it has changed, and the players have just got to adjust. But
Frank's been playing awesome. He's been all over it.
yeah, well, you saw my comment. I said, "What's Frank done?" And they said, "He's just a legend."
Yeah.
So, and I know the other 2, young Kane and Harrison have been playing good. So now the 3 of them are chiming in. That makes it hard for the Metro.
West boys, yeah. Yeah, good bowl. Rowdy's just been solid all weekend, but yeah, he's had his bowls in the area.
His middle name is Solid, isn't it?
It is,
Yeah.
yeah. Jaden Solid Womble.
Yeah, and a good fella too.
He is, yeah.
Okay, Frank, what's Frank doing? He's going to put a good bowl in
He's just
here.
doubling up, that's what he's doing.
Yeah. He's joining the party, as they say.
Yeah.
So this is getting to red light 19.9. You'd say the yellow and red lights are nearly coming on.
Well, that actually hasn't been updated. It's 23.9 at the moment.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That pour that just happened hasn't gone on yet. So,
But yes, a 5, 5, 3 and 4. I mean, they're big numbers in any one stretch of the imagination.
and I mean, look, the Metro West guys haven't sort of played that badly, but geez, they've just played some bombs, those Murray Mallee boys in this rink.
Yeah,
So,
I think the local knowledge is coming into play.
yeah.
A bit of local knowledge. Someone was saying, a local was saying, they play on these types of greens all the time,
Well, they're probably playing quicker than this, actually.
probably,
So,
yes.
yeah, I remember the ladies used to have their region sides at the the country club that's the sponsor on their one? The
Barham, is it? Barham?
No, the one at near Swan Hill. I think
Um,
did Jade? Yeah. So, and the greens there, I remember when I first started bowling,
Yeah.
I went up for region sides, and I'd never played a green that quick. Like,
Yeah.
I was like blown away. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
and it's second
So-
nature to them, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. They know it. They play it so well.
Good effort by Benny. He's got his bowl into a good spot there.
Yeah, it's ended up in a very good position. He got a bit of a fortunate turn off that one of Jaden. So,
I asked Harrison what he'd done and he said, I played footy. But he reminds me a bit of, he heard that. He reminds me of a couple of big strapping country boys gone from footy to, usually they do a knee or something like that and they change
Yep.
the bowls.
yeah.
But Mitch side bottom, I thought. Big boy.
Did he used to play footy, Mitch, or has he always
Mitch.
been a bowler?
Mitch did, yeah.
He did, yeah.
I think he's related to.
Yeah, it's funny because I don't
Steele.
know AFL.
Yeah.
And and then when I heard of this guy Steele side bottom, I'm
Yes.
like, oh, maybe he's related to Mitch.
Yeah.
Whereas most people do it probably the other way around. Maybe he's related to Steele. So, all right, Ben has played this very, very well.
This is the bowl changer.
This
is
it.
a bowl
This is gonna
changer.
change the
That's a
momentum.
wow.
Great bowl. That's my mixed pairs partner.
Oh,
Yeah.
we played mixed pairs together.
We did. So, yeah, we played.
Had the honour to fill in for your great partner
Yeah, we actually haven't played any
since.
yeah. So since
Anyway,
we
you-
got that big open win,
Yep.
he's been missing. But yeah, Ben and I are at the same club, so we play mixed pairs
Yep.
together there, and he's the lead. I'm the skip.
He knows his job. He knows his strengths,
He's a very good draw bowler.
and he
yeah.
just showed us. And D-Mac's really trying now over there. Played a big bowl.
Oh, D-Mac is on fire.
He
over
is
there.
on
He's
fire.
playing just bombs all the time,
Yeah.
by the sounds of things. Yeah. So.
But
Yeah, it's a long game though, 21 ends.
It
so,
is.
there's still a lot that can happen in the next, we're in that final stretch, that last third of the
Well,
game.
it's only a couple of shots in it, so
Well, that's it. Like, they've dropped, 17 in 4 ends, and it's still just very close overall. So
I was going to say you've just got to look at the main board. And,
that's it. Yeah, and just try to get second shot, try and reduce the deficit. Let the other rinks do what they're doing. So,
But Murray Mallee are just showing why they, were so good last year, and they got the chocolates off it. Metro. So Metro have really got to chase them down now.
yeah.
Any other results happening? I'll get our
Do the round the grounds.
round the grounds.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was watching before the Ovens and Murray and Yarra girls. They're having a very good tussle over there. So they both won their games yesterday.
I think Ovens and Murray were sort of bit in control over there.
Brody's played this very, very
Yeah.
well.
Wow.
What a bowl.
That is a super bowl, Brody.
And I think as well too, like it's, the pressure was on. Pidge sort of was a bit short with his first one and just like gave Brody the chance to correct, which is what sort of Troy and I were talking about earlier about like not giving your opposition a second go at it.
Pitch is close.
He's just not going to get down. Got second shot though, I think. So.
Yarra
I think
leading
they just
44-25.
Was that
Again.
3?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Sandbelt are 11 up against Bendigo.
They've had a good start. He's played very well, Brody. He's played some really good conversion shots. He's drawn well to add to the count when he hasn't had to play conversion shots. He's doing a very, very good job as skip. It's got his team up and about.
Northern Gateway are well in control against Goulburn Murray. He's 26-13. Anthony Flapper against David Dawes.
All right, so Kane's given
One shot. 26-1. My goodness. You wouldn't see that. Flaps is
He's played this pretty well, Tommy.
on fire, obviously. He's Rink.
Kane hasn't given him much space.
Kane's been so solid.
He has, yeah. Even though he gave him space, his first ball's behind on the line. Really good area.
He's giving his bowls a chance, isn't he? Look at this.
He
Look at this
is.
correction.
And he's made a great correction, yeah. So Tommy would like the look of that on the mat. Got the chance to, again, just play similar weight, tighten his line, trail the jack.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
played this very
bad.
well. I think he's got it. Oh, it
Great
just cut
bowl.
on him. I thought he'd play a pretty good line on that one, but a bit wrong.
Yeah, just ducked at the end.
Yeah, it's because I'm like watching the green when I'm doing it, not the screen. I should
Yeah.
be doing the screen.
Yeah, this
So
is in the area.
what's Frank got?
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good again. A little bit short, but it's on the way in. It's in the right area.
Dane picked up a 4.
Okay, that offsets.
So that's good. He's had a good run. He's set 3, 1, 2, 4. So he's really keeping him in it.
Yeah, sort of offsetting what's happening on Pidge's Rink.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Yeah, this is the idea. You've got to just cover.
That's it. That's it. So, and then hopefully then if the Pierce Rink can get up, then
Harrison's done 3 knees. Played for Kahuna Kangas. Well, there you go. Yeah. No, he must have done 1 twice. Yeah. Thanks for that information from the World Wide Web.
oh well, the bowls community is always a good source of information.
Oh, I love the interaction from the viewers. It's great. You know,
Yeah.
we ask and they give, and great bowl,
bowl.
Jaden. That's a better grouping.
This is probably the best head that Metro West have had in a while.
Yep.
So
They just need to get one back and then just go from there.
that's it.
But I'm sure.
21 ends is a long game.
Oh,
What can happen?
But Brody and his boys, they'll have something to say about that.
Oh, for sure. And Harrison's been on
Here he
fire.
is.
Like, he's just been playing some really good conversion shots.
Good weight.
Been in the area.
On the forehand, you reckon, Sarah? No, he's going to call him.
I still think it's probably
Yep.
the backhand, yeah. Because you've got that one of
The red one.
yeah, that's a good visual guide. You know what I mean? You beat that, you know that you're pretty close.
Yeah, well, that's
Forehand, it's all Murray Mallee on the way in.
yeah. Well, if he clears that front white bowl, it'll count.
All these ones here against.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one in their head.
See, he's talking my language.
Yeah. And he's just looking to beat Jaden Womble's bowl out on the left there.
Oh, just got a dead end over on the Pierce Rink. JT just killed it.
Right. Good bowl here. He likes it.
He loves it.
That's the way. Wow.
Yeah, he's drawing well.
Yep.
Very good draw bowler,
Yeah.
Ben. Said it a few times, but not while you've been here.
No.
So, draw has been his strongest shot.
Oh, well, played a lot of state games, didn't he?
Yeah, he led in the stateside for years, I
You know,
think.
so
Yeah,
great credentials.
lots of practice.
He's funny. He's one of the most competitive guys out there, and you know, so I was heard in the other week saying, "Oh, I might just pare it back a bit," you know. But as soon as someone asks him to play, "Oh yeah, okay, I'm out there." He's out there again.
But we all do that. We
Yeah,
get there and we're like, oh, I'm not going to play as much bowls this year. I'm going to cut it back. And then next minute you've entered everything and you don't have a weekend free until
You're only one request away
May.
from getting back on the bowl green. Bowls.
yeah, exactly.
What's Harrison going to do with this? He's playing a little bit of weight. He's
touch
looking.
wide. Yeah.
That would have been interesting if he had have got onto that front bowl.
Yeah. Almost could have seen it like going on to bends and coming back forward again.
Yeah. Good thing is that Metro West own the back, so it's a much better head set up for pitch.
Yeah, the backest one though is Kane's.
They holding 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'd confidently say 2. But yeah, so
The 2 front ones, and I think the pink's in.
the pink Ben's.
Yeah, Benny's at the back, and then there's the 2 bowls at the front there.
Oh, I need to look on the screen from where
Yeah.
I'm standing. I'm like, isn't his a shot?
No, that's Jaden Wombles is out on the left there at
That's
the
the
front.
shot.
Yep. So I reckon they're holding a couple. He's just got to be careful here.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Just got to be careful here.
I'm interested with him.
Roll that, and that's in as well.
Yeah.
That helps, yeah.
I thought it was interesting that he
Okay.
got him play that side this time when last time he was like, no, it's all not
Yeah.
us over there. We don't want you on that side. It's all right.
Yeah, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But
Look, Brody's been playing amazing. It wouldn't be writing those
Let's
on the
not count our
scorecard.
chickens
yeah.
yet.
So he'll do something here.
he's been playing exceptionally well.
Exceptional, yeah.
And this is where, we were talking yesterday, he needs to deny pitch this end. Turn it over, make pitch work again. Pitch is probably thinking he's in a good spot at the minute.
Well, he's thought that for a few ends.
Yeah.
And, either Harrison or...
He's just done something. Still 3 down.
It's opened up the head a bit, though, now. We
Yeah.
can see the jack, and they've got everything passed. So I wouldn't be surprised, actually, with his next
Little
one.
trail?
Brody doesn't sort of look... No, he'll probably play, like, a little bit away.
Yeah.
Like, if he can get... If it stays open like that, that jack's only going to go backwards. And they've got the 2 backers there at the ditch, so...
So pitch needs to change this up.
change it up or...
Little movement of the kitty will be good. He's slight, yeah. Ease up.
He's in there.
There you go. That's it.
Oh,
That's the
it.
change up.
That's it. We've got to get to it.
Yeah.
We know he's back on a roll. So
That's the change up. And he's probably got,
he's got at least 3.
I think got a lot.
4.
5. They've got everything around it.
Yeah, they do.
Even
they
the
do.
pink might be in.
But yeah, again, like I said, Brody's still got one in his hand.
Absolutely. And he's got a track in there.
He does. You can see it. I mean, it's harder to get to, which is why I think he might probably play a little bit more weight.
He's got
and
Canes.
take
See
some
Canes
out.
bowl the aqua and yellow, green and yellow one on the way in the forehand.
Yeah.
He'll be trying to use that or get down onto the pink and get through that gap. Nothing for tight.
Looks
have a
like
look.
He's only playing sort of like arriving
Yeah,
weight.
he just wants to come down through the gap. If he gets to Canes, is an option. He's got to the wrong one, and that's moved another one in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think. Look, you play the bowl that you see your strength, but it's just sort of like open there. I probably would have the backers ones. With
Well, I
Metro
think he
West
was
that had a little
trying.
back.
I think he was trying to find the gap,
Yeah.
but again, nothing for narrow. So he had Canes bowl to use as well. He was just a little bit wide,
Yeah.
and I think.
Pitcher's got a bit of room there to draw and make it up. These are the ones that really are
They
tight.
are. They're yeah.
Yeah, when you've got a free hit. If he draws this here, I think it'll really get the boys up and about.
Well, they'll be pulling bowls out here. Come on, it's got a grip.
Yeah, it's turned enough. He had
That's,
good
that's
weight.
him too. I think
Yeah.
they've got a
This
handful. I
is-
think
This is what they need.
they've got a lot. Start pulling them out. There's 3. There's 4, 5, 6.
7. I think they're 6.
Yeah,
7.
they're looking at the back one. Even the pink one. It could be.
I don't think they want to move anything else because there's
So-
bowls resting on bowls.
Yeah, I know the back one's Canes. He has pulled 5 out.
He signalled 7.
Did he?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think they're going to measure for the 8th. Harrison signalled 7, I saw. But
That's 6. Game-changing end out of nowhere.
yeah.
And as you picked up, Sarah, I think you said the head setup was the best they'd had for 5 ends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a big change. Just having, you know.
Yes.
So yeah,
7.
7. Oh, well, I don't know what they're measuring because he'd given him 7. I thought they were measuring for the 8.
Yeah, I think originally he put 6 down, and
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
well.
yeah. So, yeah, like it was just a better set by Tommy, a better set by Jaden.
Yeah.
You know, pressure off Ben, so he was able just to play some a nice draw shot.
Hey,
Pitch changed the
Mallee,
head.
that was the crucial bowl.
Yeah,
the
I
change
think
up.
the first one of Brody's opened it up for Pitch
Yeah.
to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The Mallee boys didn't bowl that badly. I mean, it wasn't a bad 7 by any stretch of the imagination.
Mate, they'll be watching this back later and be scratching their heads and
How
be
did
like,
that
how did that
happen?
happen? Yeah, because they all just played really good bowls. Like,
Well, it's one way to get back in the game.
oh, I think it's a bit short by Tommy, so they can get to centre length. You know what? Sometimes that's not too bad. You know, when you muck up the jack roll, it just makes you more determined to nail the jack, to say sorry to your skip. Well, it does with me anyway, so.
They're all human. They don't mean to do it.
Oh, God, no.
But the jack roll as part of the game, and you've been a long professional lead like myself for a
Yep.
time. Very important part of the game to get those,
Yeah.
especially when you're trying to get back in the game and you need to find a different length.
And you've just had an end like that as
Yep.
well too.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I just got the thumbs up from the management from Metro. They wanted me back in the.
The
they said
commentary.
just get back in
yes.
commentary. Pitch hasn't won it in. So
yeah.
all is good. I think they think that Pidge and I must have some sort of relationship or something. You know?
Yeah, a bit of the old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have played a lot of bowls together in the last 3 or 4 years.
You certainly have. You certainly have. So it was a good change for you, I think, coming to Yarraville.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Look, I think challenges is what you need in life, in anything, you know.
Yeah.
But to go and go into a club where you don't know, but it just shows what a great fraternity is, because how embracing.
Oh, what a great end from
Clubs
Tommy.
are.
Needed that. He did open up the jack,
Yeah.
which is a bit unfortunate, but yeah, 2 really good bowls
Really
again
good.
in the area.
Yeah.
Put that pressure on Kane. Probably taking it off a little bit now. He's got a bit of a look at it. And he just only needs to correct a little bit. But yeah, I think Tommy should just muck up the jack roll more often.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. No, I think there's
So-
something to that.
But yeah, I think bowls as a whole is a great fraternity. Like, that's one of the things I love about it. You can walk into any club in Australia and
Yep.
you're like, oh, can I jump on for a roll? And then the conversation just starts. What club are you from? Do you know this person? Do you know that person? And you can just, you know, you walk out of there and you've made like 20 new friends. So
I
such-
took my
such a
bowls on
great
my
sport.
honeymoon, would you believe? You know,
I know, I do believe it.
to Mildura,
Yeah.
and ended up playing
great
with the
bowl from
president of the
Jaden.
Mildura Bowls, you know, RSL, and
Yep.
never bought a drink for the 2 days I was there. You know.
Yeah. What were you doing in Mildura on your honeymoon?
Well, that's, you know, just jump in the car. It's all we could afford. You know,
Yeah.
go up, and I think I had a bit of a timeshare or something. We stayed in that for nothing, and
Nice.
you know, when we were young and poor,
Carefree.
Yeah, when
Whoa,
times
geez.
were good. I remember how hot it was though. It was 40 degrees or something.
Gets warm up
I
in
think we
Mildura.
played one set of tennis over a whole week. Like, we played a game a day. That was all you could stand in the heat.
Yeah.
And that, at the time, had the longest bar in Australia, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's gone now,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But that was its Guinness Book of Records, whatever. If anyone was there, let us
Rouse
know.
played this.
What a bowl. They've lifted.
Yeah, they've definitely lifted. I mean, Frank probably doesn't need to change much from his last bowl. He just hit a gap which has now been filled by Rowdy, but he went out of bounds. I thought he'd just stayed in. He
Right.
played really good weight on it. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day too, like, he's just got to get a bowl in the head. If he plays the same as his last bowl, he'll probably actually even sit that one of Jaden's, and even if he doesn't get shot, he's
Yeah.
got one in the area, and that's what they need. Sometimes I think people get too focused on getting shot, when sometimes it's like, and they don't want to play the hand that's gonna.
Yep.
But you've got lots that you can sit on there.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're already shot; they already count, so you don't be worried about hitting them.
It's a much better head for Murray Mallee now,
It
having that
is.
bowl out of the way.
It is, yeah. So that was good correction by
Yeah.
Frank. Right, what are we up to? 15. So that pick up there of the boys puts Metro West back in front.
Has B-Love got the run? You won't be happy with that.
Yeah, well, the jack did go forward before and they didn't have anything out there.
Right.
So,
Okay.
in Ben's defence, yeah, he was just splitting those two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, Troy and I were discussing that. It doesn't really matter whether you think the kitty can get there or not. It's a possibility always.
it's always a possibility, yeah. So, the wind seems to have dropped off a little bit, actually. It was sort of, blowing up a gale before it was pushing the tent behind us, but it seems to have dropped off a bit. So,
He's just trying to promote canes. Wasn't far away. He's in a good home.
yeah, he had good line. I think it was just a little bit much on the weight. But with a head like that, with those bowls circling, you can play more positive weight because
Yeah.
you've got bowls you can sit on. So it's only a small correction there for Harrison. And he's been doing that all game. He's been
has.
correcting very well. If you give him 2 looks at the same shot, he's got it on that second one if he doesn't get it on his first.
So Benny's...
Pitch likes it.
Yep.
Out of the hand. It's all just down to his weight. He's just trying to sit this one in a good spot though. He's very close of getting that one of Frank's out of the head.
I'll back Harrison to get this.
Yeah.
Underneath that bowl, landing on those 2 bowls, getting the kitty. He's close. He's got it.
He's got it.
Yeah, well, how do we predict these things?
Oh, we just
'Cause they're
been
good.
Too much bowls we watch, and we just
That's
know
right.
what these guys can do.
Yeah, they're great. What a shot.
Very good bowl.
It's perfectly set up, and some players just love to come under that. That's their shoulder. They know they're going to come under there.
Yeah, they like that playing under the
Yep.
under the head shot.
What's the pitch
So-
going to do? Break their little hearts, draw the shot.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times.
Come on. Come on now.
That's
that.
right. He's back on. Yeah,
he's
that's
back. Well, I said before too, he did get it right, and that's how we knew he was. Yeah, when he's been a bit quiet, that's when you got to worry. But when he's pulling out the get it right, so that's when you know he's up and about and he's bowling well. He's got his confidence.
You should have patented that. A few people stealing it.
Well, we were joking last night that Tom on the first. I don't think he did it, but we were joking that like if they get the mat, that Tommy needs to roll the jack and yell out, "Get it right." But I don't think he did. We said on the first end he had to do
Yeah.
it, but I think he chickened out.
Yeah.
So, and it's now just like so synonymous.
Yeah.
Like everyone's sort of saying it. It's become like the catchphrase.
It has. Yep, you hear it all over.
Somebody even said yesterday that even maybe they might have heard one from Kobe Cromie.
I've heard it used against Pidge when they're trying to take
Trying to get in his head, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do because he's just
He doesn't worry.
nah. He's
And-
not one of those people.
And Brody's just a silent assassin, you know.
Nathan Murray has just played an absolute bomb.
Howler.
They're almost ditch to ditch, and he's put in almost a back hopper.
Yeah. They seem to be lifting everywhere, and D-Mac's been leading the charge, just holding them in it.
Oh, he has, yeah. He's been bowling exceptionally well.
Oh, that was stiff. That was a good bowl by Brody.
Yeah, it was.
Only just missed the kitty.
Yeah, and that was the option as well. Nothing for short. Only being positive.
Now
with
that's
this bowl.
the important shot, backing up after a 7. How many times do you drop the next end? You know, they've gone back to back now.
Yeah, which is what they needed before. All right, pitch has given Tommy a bit more room this time. All right, so Nathan didn't have anything in front, so he's put in the shot and then put
Right.
in the blocker. So, all right. Yeah, Tommy's played this well. Make sure he's passed on the first one. So he's given Kane room, and he's definitely been bowling very, very well. He'll enjoy having that space.
2 metres, Tommy. 2 metres.
Just hung out for him.
Mm.
I think though as well too with the wind dropping off, it was sort
Yeah.
of bringing him in that side because it was sort of coming across the green that way.
Pitch likes this better.
Yeah,
Come on, Tommy.
He likes this.
yeah. Tommy's corrected
Yeah,
very
that's
well.
a Yeah.
Yeah, good ball.
The front end's really lifted, haven't they? They've just lifted their work rate, and that's made a huge difference. Shows the value and the importance of your good front ends.
Oh, hugely, hugely. I mean, that was the thing when they sort of dropped all those numbers. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like Tommy and Jaden weren't, you know,
Miles away.
away.
No.
But at this level and the way the guys are, you know, their opposition are playing, you give them that much room and they're going to be picking up 4s and 5s and, yeah, you're going to get in a bit of trouble.
The other teams in this section, Yarra and Ovens and Murray, Yarra's 50 shots to 31 up. So they lost yesterday, so they need to win by as much as they can. Hope that Metro gets beaten.
Well, we were just saying that well, even then though too, but even like they've given themselves a chance because Metro still have to play Ovens and Murray in the last
exactly
game,
right.
and they still have to win it.
Yep.
We were sort of saying before when, you know, Murray and Mallee were on the charge. I mean, they're still on the charge. Oh,
And
great ball there from Frank.
And Ovens and Murray won 2 of the rinks yesterday against Murray Mallee. So, you know, no pushovers there.
No.
There's nothing. This is a very, very even. Of course, it's the Premier. It's the cold. You know.
Well, that's it.
The best of the best. For the men, anyway.
Yeah, so we were just saying before, if Murray and Mallee get this one, then they play Yarra in the last game, and it'll come down to that game.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Because Yarra have got the shots up, so then if they were to roll Murray Mallee, they'd go through.
It's alive and well, this section.
Yeah, it's a great format because every game, you know what I mean? Every game counts.
Well, we did alter the format, and we asked the players, and people sometimes say we ask players and don't listen to them, but we listened to everything they said, and we've given them what they wanted, and they were right, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's the players that are coming and doing it. A lot of people are travelling a long way and stuff like that. So it's always really good just to get their feedback and hear what they sort of want, especially considering like the format. It'd been the same way for so long, and there was a change that was made with the, you know, the 2 different sections and stuff like that. And I definitely think it's a better format. I think as well too, being that it's like it's a pathway event.
Yes.
So I think changing it to 21 ends. So if you're pushing to get a stateside position, like that's when you go play state games, you're playing 21 ends. So you need to come out here and show what you got.
Yep.
For that period, I think the 12 and the 15, like it's too short. Oh, geez, He's probably still just a little bit short, but his line was very good. So I think he's still just Tommy's.
Yep.
Frank's got that good little second shot there. I like the sit the blue, but Benny likes to draw, so he'll take the draw every day of the week because he, you know, backs himself. You know, you play your shot that you know that you can play well.
Well, I still think it was a draw on that backhand, and if he happened to be slightly heavy, he sits the blue. That's probably more the way I see it. See, like that, if he'd played that on the other hand, he'd probably land the blue.
That's it, yeah. Well, I think this side too, you've kind of got that sort of just past Jack High, one of Frank's as a visual as well to give you that, whereas that other side, you're sort of like they're all on the line bowls and you can't see it as much.
No. I wonder whether the pitch didn't want to give him a Jack High bowl. What's he playing? He's playing forehand, yeah.
So do you have the inside, Goss? Is it going to be up here the next few years for the region sides? Like how long is it going to stay in Ballarat? Or because we were up at like Moama or Echuca a few years ago.
Yeah, but look, we've spread a fair few.
He's
look
nailed
at this. He's on fire.
Yes, great ball.
We do like to play stuff up in the country, obviously. I mean, Barham's the over 60s now. You know, so it's very central up here. The weather's good. We love coming here. Ballarat's been a great partner for us.
Yeah, well, I think as well too, when you look at Victoria and how spread out it is, it's good to have like a centralised area for everyone to come, like State Chanceway from Bendigo, this up in here in Ballarat, gives everyone like, you know, equal amount of travel. And you've got lots of accommodation options as well too. Food last night was fantastic, yeah. I was very impressed.
People also don't realise it's not just Sebastopol asking us to come up. The City of Ballarat, the Mayor will be here tomorrow, I think, and they want us here. You know, so that, you know, that's bodes really great for our sport that we've got, you know, the officialdom of the town wanting us here and, you know, and looking after us, which is great.
think as well too. Like I actually would never have come to Ballarat if not for bowls. Do you know what I mean? And I've
Sovereign Hill.
loved the city.
You didn't go looking for gold. Sovereign Hill.
Well, I'm from the country, so that's why I relish living
okay.
in the city. So
You're a city girl now.
Yeah, I'm a city girl now.
Yeah.
Couldn't go back. Are they liking it? Oh.
Nah.
Opened it up now though. You can have another go at that shot. I think he was actually probably pretty on it if he'd that
he got
ball
through,
hadn't been in the way.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was actually very impressed by this beautiful city. Like it's absolutely stunning, and like all the old buildings and stuff are amazing. And I was very impressed. Okay, they have a Maya here. I did not know. So I was like, boom, go Ballarat.
Well, I think Coles started in Bendigo,
Oh, yeah,
the
Bendigo.
original store.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, which is still there, isn't it?
No, and of course, Melbourne was the biggest city in the world, the richest city in the world in the 1850s with the gold rush, and they were getting the gold out of here.
Oh, he's changed their head up
Yeah.
there. So I think they were holding 2 now, and it's probably just the 1. But he hasn't given Pidge a second look, and it's probably actually even going to make him have to change
Forehand,
hands. Yeah. Though he does have a better shot on now, Pidge. He can touch that jack over to the side where there's 2 of Jaden's waiting, or he'll just be stoked if a draw. To be honest, draw the shot. Won't have to change, but he's changing hands, changing his shot, which is what Brodie's bowler's forced him to do.
He likes it. He's urging it.
I think
Just
it's not
got
going
to
to
give
get
a bit.
down.
Oh, he wasn't far away.
Yeah.
He wasn't far away. Gave it every chance.
But yeah, I think I've seen so much of Victoria thanks to bowls. So, yeah.
I've seen a lot of bowling clubs. I'm not sure whether I've seen much of Victoria. That's a good bowl,
Oh, that's
Brodie.
a great bowl.
That's a lovely
Very,
ad.
very good bowl. Oh, they're not sure if it's added or not. They're looking at it. 3. Wow, okay.
Good bowls.
Very good bowls by Brodie. He's an up-and-coming bowler, isn't he? Be banging on the door for the stateside?
Yeah, well, he's been around a long time too. He's the coach at Barham.
He's so young, though.
Yes, well.
Oh, well, he looks young anyway.
Yeah.
So, no.
Brodie, I think Brodie was coach of the year a couple of years ago in Victoria. So I'm not sure if he's played state.
I don't think he has.
Victorian, yes. Yeah.
Oh, I need my glasses on.
Victorian Development Squad. And they competed against New South Wales last year. So he's well in the mix.
Well in the mix, yeah.
Which is not a surprise. It's
No.
a name that comes up, you hear a lot.
Well, I've definitely seen him on like live streams and stuff like
Yeah.
that before and heard the name a lot. So Cody's just played an absolute bomb over there.
Yeah.
So it's,
Tommy.
oh, Tommy. They're all just turning it up a notch for the last few ends.
Well, 2 shots in this game overall, and we are getting to the business end.
And speaking of up-and-comers as well too, the Metro West, they've got Harry Coleman.
Yes.
It's only 14. I said last night, I was like, oh yeah, he must be almost 18, isn't he? And they're like, no, he's only 14.
He played with Chris Ball in the final of the group pairs.
Yes, so he in the region stuff, he made the final of the pairs and he made the semi-final of the mixed pairs.
Right.
And just watching his mannerisms and stuff on the green is why I thought he was older, because he just holds himself so well and he's just so much more mature.
Yeah, he's
But
from
yeah,
Geelong.
he's only 14.
His mum was down here today watching.
She's a handy bowler herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Frank got going on here? He has been so consistent.
He has.
Been under a bit more pressure the last couple
He's
of
got a
ends.
pretty good bowl here. He's got a pretty good bowl here if he runs.
Yeah, great track.
I think Pidge has given up skipping. He's let
Let Ben take
Benny
over.
take over the head. Well, that's just a different look. Sometimes he's probably gone down to get a water or something.
Oh, it's skipping. You're out there all day. You don't get a
You don't get a break.
no. So every now and then it's nice to have your third be able to jump in and
It's a
do
good
that
bowl
for
here.
you. Oh, great bowl from
Yeah.
Rowdy. He's been so solid.
Yeah. They are very seasoned bowlers. They just know what they got to do.
Oh, great ball there by James Pearce. They're not cheering it though, so it must have been a result. I didn't actually see it until
Right.
it ended. But he's getting cricket, so
Well, you need a bit of help sometimes.
yeah. Well, that's bowls though.
Yeah.
Like when you're skipping, it's not always going to just be a straightforward draw. Like there's going to be bowls in the way. You're going to get results. It's going to happen. And they've done the right thing there. They've not cheered it. So
And Jaden double up here.
I reckon he can. He's been pretty consistent.
We got B-Love is in the worry. I didn't have a word to him, you know. Under. There you go. Good weight.
Just par. No, probably about jack high actually. Got to start looking at the screen. I'm trying to do it just from like standing up and watching, which I'm not known for my depth perception.
We're on the side, so it is a bit hard to get that angle. But I did go inside and have a look when I had a break.
Mm-hmm.
Coverage is fabulous. Like,
Yeah, they're good on the TV in there too.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can sit in the aircon and watch the stream as
Yep.
well. But so far the wind's been actually making the heat okay. So
Yep.
it's just been quite good. All right, Harrison's got a pretty good look here actually. It's not a bad head to be playing at. And he's been playing very, very well, especially with his conversion shots.
It might be just a little bit
Just
heavy.
a touch. Well, I was
I
going
mean,
to
he's
say
going to
just
finish in a
touch-
great home.
touch
No, it's
ball.
taken the third shot out. Oh, no, that was
That was
Keynes.
Keynes.
Keynes. Replaced Keynes, so
He wasn't far off with that one actually. It's yeah. He looked very, very, very good with that one. It just kind of held on him at that last minute, but a good spot.
bowls can be a bit like putting in golf. If you're going to miss the hole, just make sure you're behind.
That's it. In a good
You
spot.
can't sink a putt if you're short. If that makes sense.
No, I'm not a golfer. I was trying to put it into mini golf terms. I've played that.
So if you only hit it halfway down the mini golf hole, you can't get in the hole. Yeah.
What's Ben got here? I think
Pretty
he's
good.
just trying to draw to that back one of Harrison's, which he's done.
He's done a great job
yeah,
here.
That's a very good bowl. Pidge will be happy with that.
Jay,
JT.
Joshy's up and about. How many did he get?
Oh, I reckon it's 3.
It's a big bowl. He's let him know too.
He was 3 down, and I think he's gone 3 up. So 6-shot turnaround there.
3 down.
Looked like 3, yeah. And it was even only 2. Like James with his last bowl, he played one back there because he'd played the weight on his first one. He just clipped a short bowl, so got a second look at it and got it.
Joshy loves the tussle and rough and tumble.
He just loves it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could imagine him as a young boy in the sandpit. You know.
Oh, it's a very, very, very rare miss there from Harrison.
Ah,
yeah.
But he I was going to say he will correct. He might have to wait till his next end, but he's been bowling super.
He has, yeah. Definitely been very fortunate for Brodie with his third, just opening the head up or
Yeah.
changing it around. Only a small correction here from Ben to be able to draw one in and count. No, he's just ended up just in the same spot, which is, again, handy. It's going to be a very big last 12 ends. So Brodie's going to just probably look to draw that one again. Any movement of the jack is good for them. They've got everything on that side of the head. Just tracking under, but he hasn't overplayed it, so he's ended up in that very good catching spot. Got quite a few back there. I'm just wondering if Pidge will maybe try and draw another count or try and put one just to cover that trail. It's a pretty tough shot that Brodie is trying to play.
Apparently,
But if he gets it, the options are just all time. Like they'll have quite a few.
Paul Clear says, go Scooter Harker.
So that's
that-
nickname Scooter, is
Scooter.
it? Oh. There you go. I wonder if there's a story behind that or if it's just a...
There's always a story, and it'll involve something late at night. Or maybe he just rides a scooter.
See him little putting around with his helmet on, scooter.
Do you have a nickname, Sarah, on the green?
No, Rog.
Rog.
Roger's as bad as inventive as
Do you
it
know my
gets.
dog's called Roger?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Call him
good name.
Rogie. Yeah.
Rog, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful dog.
So,
Everyone's got a dog these days, haven't they?
yeah.
It's a pitch like this.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty good weight.
Might drop under the count though.
I reckon that's
But-
close.
And it hasn't really fattened up.
That's their
Heads.
closest. 1, 2.
Yeah, I think it's still only
Two.
2. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's a tough shot he's trying to play, but if he can just sort of like turn that one onto the jack and that jack spits over, they've got a lot of bowls waiting there. So if he gets this, these boys will go up.
2 to go on to D-Max Rink.
Are you going to have to do that? I don't know how to do that.
I don't know.
We'll have to wait for Troy to come back.
Yeah, but I'll just make note of it. So
All right, everyone at home,
Yes.
two to go on for
two,
D-Max.
2 more to go on. So that puts Murray Mallee 3 up.
Oh no, isn't it Metro 1 up?
Yeah, but two to go. 2 to go on to
Oh, Murray
Murray
Mallee.
Mallee over there.
Over that
Yeah.
one. Right, right.
So that'll put.
Oh, he's playing weight. Oh,
He was a bit.
bit stiff there. Caught that front one.
Pitcher's got another bowl. Now he has added pretty good today when he's been holding.
Yeah, he has. He has. I think if he can draw like a nice one, just draw one here. Nothing too fancy.
Yeah, he's been
Got a bit of room.
He's been adding. So
Mm.
I always say Nathan Wilson's one of the best skipper adders that I've seen. He makes you pay.
He is an exceptional bowler. He's so under. Well, I feel like he is rated, but like
I rate
you
him.
know, yeah, he is. Yeah,
I hope he's not listening.
nah.
There you go. You're going to Mosme pitch.
Commentator's curse, Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's an excellent bowler, Nathan. Especially on a quick green.
Yeah.
Loves a quick green.
I mean,
All right, just the 2 there.
Hey, boys, come here for a sec.
All right, they're having a mat chat.
yeah.
So probably the
that's-
right thing to do, especially with the way the game's going at the moment, the momentum sort of changing.
2 to go on to Murray Mallee on D-Max Rink. So it's now 6. They're now 16. Is it? I'm just looking for the score. 22. I can't see because. Can you see out there, Sarah?
No,
That
I've got
end.
players in the way.
Yeah. Now
22-15
22-15.
after 19 ends.
Now we've got 2 meetings going on here.
Well, it's been a seesaw game, this one. Some big numbers, big scoring. So I guess probably, you know, as we're heading towards the finish line and the game's in the balance, just slowing things down, having a mat chat. All right, so Tommy can get on it this time. Get on first. Oh, JT's just played a bomb next door. Got a high five from Brody on the way past.
Yeah, he's up and about, isn't he?
He sure is. Again, he's such an up and about player. Good start there by Tommy.
And of course, these guys from the country and the city, they don't get to play each other a lot. They might city versus country maybe.
Yeah.
This is kind of a lead-in for that, but you know, they really want to get these scalps under their belt, don't they?
They do. They do. I guess. Yeah, they probably the city sort of. I don't know. They get viewed as the stronger competition, but there's so many good country bowlers, and I guess they love these events coming and showing up, just how good they go and how well they play.
Yeah.
Yeah, great end from Tommy.
I don't think there's anyone here that wouldn't fit into either of the competitions very easily. Oh, James. Did it go right for him?
He did.
No.
I don't think
Nathan Murray's hanging his head.
he did not quite get it right. I think it just spat out to the side where maybe they're two down, but it's open now for the draw, and he's a good draw bowler as well. So, but so is JT. So let's see.
Jaden's got fair weight on this. Fair weight. Good line.
Yeah, great.
What's JT done? JT's got the strut going. He reckons I strut.
does.
Wow, he's drawn a resting touch nearly. Great bowl.
Putting pressure on over there.
Is it only one over there, do you reckon?
I actually don't know. No.
I reckon there might be old 2 or 3.
I think they might have 2 or 3.
Big bowl for James then.
I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure if one, because Nathan's got like the 2-tone bowls, so I don't know if one of those blue ones is Nathan's or not, or the other seconds.
Good correction here. Pitch got the hat off.
Pitch likes it. Yeah, he's just going to tuck it away. No, but still great bowl,
Yeah,
great bowl.
Holding 2. Big bowl for James on the next rink.
Yeah, he gives nothing, so you won't know until it gets. He doesn't have the JT strut.
No. Well, he's certainly a little bit heavy, I think.
I think so. He's just going to run through, but
No chance.
guess your options were though to be up, because if any touch on it as well too, that's them back there waiting. So, but let's see what the signal is. There's no signal. Maybe I saw 3. Don't quote me on that though. Check bowls link. All right, it's a topsy-turvy game.
Well, it was at least 2.
Well, that's it. You can see by Nathan's response to where the jack ended up.
They're changing the board now. Only 9 in this game, so there's still a few twists and turns to go.
It's Ben going to end up here. Probably.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, it's in a good spot. I think it counts, and it covers that track over to there, which is where their bowls are. The
3.
Mallee bowls.
Yep.
3.
It was 3 against the Pierce rink. James had it go bad for him.
Oh,
And JT added.
I think he was a few down anyway.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. From what I could see. Geez, great track there by Harrison. 100% after that last end, I'd back him to correct and draw that. If he gets another look at it next bowl.
What's Benny add here?
Doesn't need to change much from his last.
No.
Probably wouldn't maybe mind just touching that jack over a bit.
He's got good weight. There he goes.
He's
Right
gonna
on
get
cue.
under it.
Right on cue. Get in. He wants that to get in. Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't like it though, because he knows that it gives him a better look at it.
Yep.
And Harrison has been bowling very well.
Likes to play under bowls too, we've found.
Yeah, he does. He plays
Doesn't
those
mind.
shots well. Yeah, so he's more confident on this one now. I'm playing more of an arriving weight. But it spits it out for his skip, gives him 2 chances to draw it. So that's as much as, like, I mean, every time even though he hasn't got it exactly, he's made it better for Brodie to get on the mat and play to, which is really what you want your third to be doing.
Yep. It's very drawable now for Brodie.
It is, yeah. He's been drawing very well this
Yes.
game, so yeah.
I can't call. I couldn't call this game now. I've got. This is so, on the edge now between these 3 rinks.
Oh, it's going to come down just the last few bowls, I reckon.
Pitch has to run.
Great track, just that little bit short.
It's not in Brodie's way either, is it? He's just under that.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room. Sometimes when you've got too much room, though,
Well,
they're the worst.
I don't know. These guys are so good.
Oh, yeah, and he's been drawing excellent, so.
He's not going to get under it.
he's
He
gonna
might
get
come around it.
Yeah, he's played that very, very well. That's the
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Pidge will look for this, you reckon? Have they got like
no, I think out of... Well, I
a
don't
few
know.
seconds?
If he gets rid of it, he knows Brody's got another bowl, hasn't he? No.
Yeah, he does. They've both got another bowl.
I think out of respect, he gets rid of the bowl. Brody's got 3 feet to draw the shot.
Pressure draw, though. But I guess, though, too, if it goes wrong and the jack goes backwards and he doesn't go with it, they're even more down as well.
More than likely, he'll go onto his forehand and try and trail the kitty
Yeah.
and make a number that way and make it harder for Brody.
Sit the bowl and trail the, or
Yep.
trail the jack.
No, he's going backhand again. So just under his bowl, or roll his bowl up.
He's chasing it, so he doesn't mind it.
It's not bad. It's got to work a little bit.
I think it might be
Has he got
just
the
a
weight?
little bit short again, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be a little bit more positive with his weight because he could turn his up, he could sit Brody's through,
Yep.
trail the jack back around there to Tommy's
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Surprised by that from pitch.
Look,
I guess that's the the
Brody's
pressure
nearly
that Brody's
played what I
putting
wanted
on.
pitch to play like that.
Yeah.
It was only one, wasn't it?
Wow, Hubbard's just smashed a jack over there. Ooh. The players did well to get out of the way.
Yeah,
It's a dangerous sport.
tightened up a little bit there. Now Ovens and Murray are only 14 behind. They were 20 behind earlier.
Yeah.
So they're starting to bridge the gap a little bit. But you're running out of ends.
Well, that's it too.
Just beat this one. Get to bed here.
All right. Kane's been
And we'll have a change over. Thanks, Sarah, for that. That was great. Yep.
It's all happening here, Gussie.
Mate, you've come back at a good time. It's on the knife edge, this game.
Yeah, I've been watching. I've been sitting with you guys and keeping the scores updated, and it's nip and tuck for the difference. Murray Mallee slightly in the box seat, but with all this experience in this Metro West side, you wouldn't write them off. Another
Right.
good shot from Kane Wilson. Phelpsy kills it on the rink next door for Metro West.
Yep.
That's going to put them well and truly finishing last, I would imagine. So looking at how this is going, stay with us, viewers, when this rink finishes. It's highly likely we're going over there. Certainly if the game's alive, we'll be moving over to that middle rink, and you won't miss out on the grand finale of this game.
So Murray Mallee's kind of held ascendancy for the last third of this game, haven't they?
They have, and a big part of that was this stream rink here where Brody managed to get 17 shots, or it ended up being 19 shots in 5 ends.
yeah.
And then the end rink of Glen Scott, they were 10 or 12 behind, and they've come back and they're only 8 behind, whereas the middle rink with Josh Thornton and James Pearce has been really tight for the whole day, I think.
Josh has been making a big impression over there too.
Last couple of ends, he's sort of held his ascendancy, hasn't he?
Wants him to play through. That ball's already shot. Okay, so he may as well just play up through that. Roll his own bowl.
Get his own, yep.
Pace is good. That is exactly.
That's Tom Hicks's
Yep.
bowl there. He's popped it right back to him.
Good call, Pidge. Nice and positive.
Harrison's played some big bowls in this game, hasn't he?
Oh, he's been on fire.
Oh, we've commentator
Yeah, I
cursed him
know.
there.
He
Sorry, Harrison.
just the last couple of ends he has put his first one has been just a bit tentative.
Yep.
That could be a bit of tiredness creeping in, you know. Big 2 days.
Yeah.
Benny's creep around there for another one.
Just needs to run. Not quite. They do say this is a game of correction.
Yeah.
We can all put a poor first bowl in, but if we can improve and correct with the second one, it's a good sign. He's certainly corrected. Just needs it to keep running.
Yeah.
No, he's trying to give it a kick. He's still playing football.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Brodie, it's a little bit in his way.
Yep.
So it makes it a bit harder for Brodie.
Pitch puts his foot out there where he wants the bowl to finish. Give him an indication of where he's got to be.
Just doesn't want to set something up for Brodie though. His weight's good,
Yeah, he wasn't far
just too
away.
wide. The end rink's just about done. They're on the skips bowls on their last end, so they haven't mucked about. And
Well, looks like they might be holding on that rink there.
they being Metro West.
Oh,
you mean?
sorry, Metro West. Sorry, DMAC just played a bowl, so they gave him some high fives, so I'm assuming Metro West are holding there.
We're only a couple of feet over. Good line by Brodie.
Okay. Pitcher's having a look around. You don't want to get too distracted by what's going on in the other rinks. Pitcher be pretty keen to add another one here. Every shot's going to count. This is going to come down to 1 or 2 shots, I'm guaranteeing it.
Yeah.
He's not there, but he's in the way.
Oh, I think he's under that.
Yeah.
It probably gives him a guide, actually.
Does. He's played some ripping shots, Brady. I wouldn't
He
surprise me
has.
if he gets
Yeah,
this.
he's played well.
Let's have a look. He's going to try and get
Needs to turn.
second shot.
Needs to turn. He's run into Pidges.
Mm.
Pidge with 1 to play.
Can
The
he-
far rink's finished. 2 to Metro West. So Dane McKinnon's rink wins 25-15 over Glenn Scott. Makes it 2 the difference here with just 6 ends to play.
That's a good win because Glenn Scott was their big winner yesterday by
He
18.
was,
So
yeah.
that's a good scalp to
Yep.
get.
Important bowl here for Pidge to add. He likes it.
Yes, they love
with
it.
good reason.
That's
Is it 2 or is it 3?
3.
2 out. Going for the measure. 2 squares it up. 3 puts Metro West back in front.
Three.
3.
That's 5 shots in those 2 ends. So that's good news for Metro West and makes it a much more tighter game.
So we're on our final end here. And we will move across to the middle rink at the conclusion of this end. Too close a game, Gussie. We can't leave people hanging on this one.
No, we've got 4 ends to go. Tom's really lifted his work rate this last third of this game.
He started this end brilliantly.
Great spot.
Yeah.
Just much better head setups for them. That's what's helped them. And they've almost, it's only 7 shots now, which is acceptable. But not over yet. That big number they got, of course. That was...
Yeah. Good reply from young Kane. Just foot short.
He's impressed me today.
Yeah. He's definitely an up-and-comer.
I know there's JR's here. There's a couple of the selectors here. The chairman of selectors is here, Gary Ball.
Yep.
So they're all watching. These things do not go unnoticed.
2 great shots by Tommy Hicks. That's
Yeah.
very good leading. On the jack, on the centre line.
You'll get a gold star from your skipper at the end of the day.
Nice.
You being an ex-teacher.
Yeah, used to give out gold stars and dinosaur stickers and all the likes.
What was
Oh,
your
look at this.
Wow.
That is
Talking
brilliant.
about gold stars. What a way
Kane
to
Wilson.
finish. What? They've still got a good head set up. Roll their own bowl up.
Yep,
Land the
absolutely.
bowl. What's he done? He likes it. Rowdy's just got to get back.
It'll
It's
get
close.
back. He just needs to get enough turn on that bowl.
Oh, mate. Oh,
Even if he's down, he's made it so much better.
2 great seconds.
Here we go. He's got to change this. Frank needs to change this head because it's too inviting for Metro West. Oh, don't think he's quite wide enough.
Might get a slide.
Yeah, he's turned that Metro West bowl.
Probably better for Metro West.
Yeah, trails this Jackie makes 3.
Yeah.
Big bowl. They're all big bowls when you get to the finish and the game's so close.
He's close. He's very close. He's got it. He's got it.
Needs to hold.
What a bowl.
What a great shot.
What a bowl.
Brilliant. That's the experience coming to the fore there. Still a good target though. Let's see what sort of a runner Frank's got in him.
Doesn't matter when you play him.
Get down.
Yeah, this is close. Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
Drawn the shot.
Did he fall in?
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Still a good head set up
Yep,
for both sides.
definitely.
Now they're saying they're 3 down
On the rink
on
next
the
door,
rink next
Metro
door.
West is 3 down, so Mallee holding 3 with James Pearce 1 bowl to play.
What's he done? He looks a little bit wide.
Yep. He'll come to a good home.
Another one behind.
He didn't quite get what he wanted. He's turned. It's one of their own, so that's okay. This will be just, trying to get to that orange and blue bowl or just get past it. Pretty hard to draw another shot here for Harrison.
The thing is the pressure on them now because one shot is just the difference. And it's just...
Haven't we picked the good streams today?
Wow.
We're unsure yet as to which game we're going to stream in the next one. It'll be a gold tier women's match. Just depends on results as to which game we stream, whichever one we feel's got more impact on.
Yes, I'm not sure how
The finals.
Yarra girls went.
Oh, he's just turned another Metro West bowl back. He can make 4 here if he gets this right. Yep, he's calling if he gets that through the jack, he'll make 4. Sit the bowl out, he'll make a couple.
And James Pearce is on the mat in the net. They just stopped to watch this. They're 3 down on the next rink.
He's playing weight. Bowls have gone everywhere. I feel like he's cut it to 2.
2 down.
Cut it to 2.
Cut one out. Okay.
So that's 8 shots in 3 ends to the Josh Thornton rink there.
Yes.
Has a big impact on it.
Big impact. He's
Back to
just a bit wide again, I think. He's going to be in a good home.
Same as his last.
Yeah.
That's what he did with his last. That bowl was there. He turned it to there. He's played exactly the same bowl.
I'm not sure what bowls he's using because the other bowls were turning there. He seemed
I think he's got Greenmaster.
Right.
from memory.
I think Benny can sort of stand his bowls up too if he wants to. You know,
Yeah, the way he holds
Yeah.
the bowl,
Yeah.
he's sort of
he can do anything. He's a bit of a magician with bowls, really.
very good draw bowler. We were talking with Sarah about that, how astute he is at draw bowling.
Oh well, Joshy Thornton's leading his team 21-17. He's pushed away. Won't surprise me if Harrison draws another on the way he's been playing.
Just needs to get
He's
down.
close.
Oh, he wanted
No.
to get past that, I think.
That's a fair bowl.
Yeah, the problem is, I think he wanted to get past. He needed another yard because Pidge has got all those bowls back there.
There's
this
a 4 or 5 waiting to get.
This is a Brett Marnie special, this one.
Yes,
He loves these shots.
Yep. And his bowl will turn. His bowl will turn. He's got, as long as he's overweight, I think. Yeah, a bit quick.
Same as Benny, just a little bit too wide as well.
But look at the weight, though. It's not more than what he wanted.
Well, yeah, yeah. So Brody will be looking to get back to where Harrison's standing. That's the spot to cover all those bowls.
Where do you reckon?
Where Harrison's standing.
Right. Yep.
And the best thing for the Murray Mallee is that if Pidge does get it, Murray Mallee's got last bowl on
That's
this
right.
end.
Yep.
So he has a right of reply.
Look
if
at
he
this.
gets around
Look
that,
at
he's
this.
fantastic. Yeah,
That
that's almost perfect.
He's made Pidge play the right weight now.
Yeah, that's almost perfect. That's why Pidge is now coming to have a look, because it's more weight critical.
But I think that's better for Pidge because he will have to take weight off. He can't afford to play what he just played.
Unless he plays more and gets it back to his 1.
Yeah.
But if he wants to get a maximum number, he's got to play less.
Because they are 1 down on the head, aren't they?
They're 1 down, and if he plays the right weight, he can make 4 or 5.
Yep.
He's got to play the right weight rather than going for the 1.
I think he's just got to trust himself here. You watch this. About 3 feet away.
He likes it.
Come on! Get it right!
We've got the get it right call.
Yes!
And he's got it
What a
right.
bowl!
What a brilliant shot.
Made him play the right weight.
Yep, and he's made
1,
5.
2, 3, 4. Probably 4. 3. Can't see. 4.
4.
The good thing for Pidge is he only got half the bowl.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Yep. Took a little bit
which
of the
took a bit of the
impact
off.
Yep.
Oh, isn't it great being here to call that?
How good have we had these 2 matches? Very, very privileged to bring these to you. Hope you're all enjoying them back in your lounge rooms or bowling clubs or wherever you're watching from.
Do you know what?
Interstate, overseas.
What are you playing, backhand up in through those bowls?
Yeah, well, the shortest one in that on that side is a
Canes.
Murray Mallee. It's it's Canes. You can turn that up or get the inside of Ben Laughlin's.
Yep.
Just got to reach.
I bet he gets it. Oh, he's playing forehand.
No, he's playing backhand. He's playing the backhand.
The way he's playing today, he will get this. He's played similar weight to what Pidge just played, maybe slightly more. Oh, is that going to turn?
No, he's out too wide.
Dear.
That's
He'll
a
be
big shot.
disappointed.
From Pidge. Yep.
Geez, Pidge got back to within 3. That's a great effort. They pulled 3 out.
So bear with us, folks, and we'll get over to the second rink number 2, the Josh Thornton and James Pearce match.
Let's see what the final outcome is there.
Might be, yeah, he's indicating 5.
5.
5, Tommy Hicks has indicated to us. Thanks, Tom. That's a big comeback by that Rink.
Man, that's...
So just bear, as I say, bear with us while we move these cameras. We'll give you a bit of as much detail as we can, not knowing exactly who has which coloured bowls, but we're up to the thirds. I think the last bowl of the thirds we're up to, so Nathan Murray is about to play a bowl.
I think the dark bowls are Murray Mallees.
Yeah, what about the ones, there's a couple behind the jack.
One of them's Beja's. I think.
So that's Brandon, that's a Metro West bowl then.
Yep.
Oh, Phelps has just run into a bowl that looks to be a Murray Mallee bowl. Look to have a yellow disc on it.
I mean, Brody Harkin's team shouldn't be disappointed with that performance. That was a stellar performance by that 4.
Yeah, just those 2 ends.
Yep.
And both those ends, Pidge played absolute bombs.
Yep. You cannot let him have an opportunity like that.
He takes them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He takes them. So we're up to the skips. Murray Mallee, Josh Thornton on the mat. Delivering on the forehand, he's not quite reaching. Ran into a short bowl of, I think it was his own short bowl.
He got 2 feet to draw there. I mean,
yeah, there's just a bit in the way.
Yeah. I don't know. Brandon Anderson put his finger up like.
So we're just getting those cameras moved, folks. So we may miss this end, but we'll get you the last 2 ends anyway. So hang in there with us. We'll give you as much information as we can.
Geez, the adrenaline's pumping, isn't it? I'm pumped.
Yeah,
like we were playing the game.
Yeah. And so
he's playing a bit
James
of weight.
Pearce is playing weight. He's run into the shortest bowl of Josh's.
He's got another bowl though.
Yeah, they both skips have got a bowl left each.
I think he was just trying to open up a path there.
Yeah, well, clearly tells us that Murray Mallee's holding.
Yep.
We just don't know how many. And given that they're now 4 down, it's an important end for Murray Mallee to get. So
yeah.
1 bowl left each for the skips.
I bet Josh will add here.
This needs to add probably 3 feet of weight on his last.
Been watching his draw game. It's been exceptional. He likes it.
I think that's his own bowl there. If he gets the gap, he's drawn it cold. What a shot.
And he moved
Touched
the
the
kitty.
jack. Don't know if that's moved it
One
back
down.
to the opposition. So
Yes.
they may have had more.
I think they
so he
had
may
2.
have cut him out. But you'd argue it's a better one because he's right on the jack. And looking at those short bowls, it's not easy for James to get in there.
Yeah. I think that aqua bowl behind is ours. Is these Metros.
Yeah. Big thank you to Josh for moving those cameras so swiftly for us and getting us over there so we can bring this exciting finish to you.
One down's not a bad result for Metro.
No, to put them 3 up with 2 to play.
Yeah. Just going to be too wide.
Yeah, he's run into whose bowl's that?
That's Nathan Murray's, I think.
So one to Murray Mallee. That's
3 shots.
9 shots in the last 4 ends that Rink's picked up.
Yeah.
For Murray Mallee, so they're on a
team.
bit of a roll.
Young fella leading there. I don't know. I can get his. Have a look at that. Sorry, we didn't prep for this. You should prepare for things, shouldn't you, mate?
So that is Isaiah Betless leading. We got Kevin Reid playing 2, Jared Hammond playing 3, and Josh Thornton skipping. That's for Murray Mallee. And for Metro West, we got Larry Donoghue lead, Brandon Anderson 2, Nathan Murray 3, and James Pearce skipping. About a yard short, Isaiah. believe Larry's been playing the backhand side, so it's forced him to change over. Pretty good changeover too. Very good shot, Larry.
Great bowl, Larry.
Particularly for changing hands.
Yeah.
Not much of a correction required here from Isaiah. Yeah, so he's played this well. It looks like they call him Izzy.
Yep.
Great shot. Up and down, but he's improved it. Well done.
Isaiah Bettis.
That's it, Bettis, yep.
Larry's such just a stalwart, isn't he, of that Deer Park side. He's really a barometer for them.
Very good front end, very good leader.
And he's a top bloke to play against. Like, he's just, you know, one of the nicest guys. Well, probably is the nicest guy, really.
And you'd imagine, given that he's nice to play against, he'd be really nice to play with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Close here from Kevin. Sat him out and made two. Well played. Gave it a chance.
Yeah, Joshy scored about 11 shots to 3 in the last 7 ends. Shot beat.
Good shot, Brandon. Still down.
Brandon plays at Yarra Footscray. Was the super sub for this team.
Yeah, he was. The late inclusion with Craig Mills unavailable.
Kevin Reid. They like it. Kevin Reid, what a star.
He's played 2 good bowls.
Yeah.
Just looking to beat his last.
Mallee must win, get a shot on this end.
Yeah, it'd be hard if they don't.
Yeah.
The only thing, if they don't, they'll have last bowl.
That's true.
It's the only positive for that.
But they'll be 4 shots behind.
At least.
And Beej has got something to say about
what
this.
What a shot. What a brilliant shot. Just draws it cold.
Loves an audience. Some players, they just wait for the end till everyone's watching.
That's it. And he's touched it.
Done it.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And it's the cameras are there, so he's got record of that.
Yep.
Nah, he's been bowling well.
What's positions he playing in pennant, Gus?
He leads.
Leads.
Yeah. Plays 2, I'm sorry.
2.
He's been playing 2 for Nathan Black.
Yep.
They're having a good year.
Yeah, they are. Jared's just a touch quick.
It's at the back.
So change of hands here now for Nathan Murray, switching over to the backhand, trying to count, or if you don't, just cover on that side, because that's the most likely side that the jack will go. And there is a Mallee bowl there about 2 feet past. So if we can beat that, it'd be a good shot. It'd be a very good shot.
He's got good width. Just needs to let go now.
No, he's not up.
Dear. You can hear that breeze though, can't you? The wind rustling.
Yeah, there's a bit of breeze.
And it is blowing, holding them out that way.
Yeah, it's going diagonally across the green now, so that's still with the wind that way.
How's he look here?
Under.
Yeah, he's got a slide happening, and it's another one.
Oh, goodness.
That's Larry's bowl, is it? The blue?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Was fortunate because he's actually opened it up for Josh.
I don't know.
Which is why Nathan's been asked to go around the back. Josh has got a clear path at that shot bowl on the jack now.
And he's played a few.
Sorry, yeah, Josh has got a clear path at that.
And he's played a few humdingers today.
A few runners, very good runners. Yeah, he's played that well.
And if there's anyone who likes an audience and being on TV, it would be JT.
Correct.
So we're going to see something.
He's going to rise to the occasion. Especially with the scoreboard the way it is. This is a huge bowl.
Well, they're only one down, aren't they?
I believe it's one down because that bowl of Jared's is second shot, I would say. So he's not going to play massive weight. But he's playing swing weight.
And he's
Needs to hold. He might get it through that other one.
And there it goes out there, and
it's
extra end.
It's dead.
No, it's not.
Is it not? No. Still 1 to Metro West. The big thing for Metro West is that James Pearce gets two goes at the same shot, whereas Joshy only gets one.
Yep.
It's always a big advantage, especially with an offline jack. Which way is he going to play it?
Forehand.
Outside in? Yeah, most people do that. Play it outside the rink to come back in.
Turning hand.
Yeah, and more bowls are played narrow than wide.
Yep.
So generally that's why
he's played it fairly safe.
He's played it pretty well.
Yeah, that's
he's
all he
given
had to
room,
do.
But he's given Josh 2 feet, maybe a touch more than 2 feet, you think, Gus?
Yep, 3.
Yeah, 2.5 to 3 feet.
But he knows if Josh draws the shot, he'll have a couple of opportunities to maybe remove the bowl.
Remove the bowl. He's got the 2 back bowls.
Yep. Good head setup.
So ideally, Josh should want to draw a frontal back toucher.
Well, he's the man to do it.
He just gets one go at it.
Got it away so smoothly. His width is okay because it's holding, so he's going to get the shot. He's got the shot.
He might hide it behind that. Oh,
that's class.
Yeah, well played. James can land this and make a big number.
He'll just make sure he's there.
If he lands this, it's just about the match.
Yeah, and if he goes one down, it's probably not the worst thing in the world. He's got good width.
No, he's too wide for that
it's
weight.
Holding. Oh, it's coming back.
No, he's too wide for that weight.
He gave it a chance. JT does it again.
Mallee.
JT is making a difference, making an impact in this game. 2 shots.
That's 10 shots in a row to Murray Mallee on that rink.
That's super.
3 the difference, last end.
I hope everyone else is on the edge of their seats like we are. It's almost a shame to see one of these two teams lose, isn't it? The quality of what we've seen here.
Yeah, but they won't be out of the section.
No.
So on the other game, Yarra's 20 in front with an end to play.
Yep. No, it's still wide open.
And Murray Mallee and Yarra will play. So if Metro West win, they just need to
beat Ovens and Murray.
Draw or win and they'll definitely be through.
But Ovens and Murray will say something about this. Do we move rinks? Do we move greens?
Not us.
No, we'll stay.
The women will be coming onto this green and the men will be going onto the...
So they will move, yeah.
Yeah, the men will be going onto the front green.
Yeah. So, you've got to factor that in. It's Larry Dunn.
He's under.
Yeah,
good weight.
Good weight.
Plenty of pressure on these guys, isn't there?
Well, at least Metro have 2 shots up their sleeve.
Yeah, it's narrow margin though.
A tie.
That'd be a very interesting and give them 1.5 each.
Oh my goodness.
It's absolutely possible.
It is.
As I've said though, the 2 biggest pluses for Metro West are that they're 2 in front and they got last bowl.
Yes.
The biggest plus for Murray Mallee is they're on a 5 ends in a row plus 10 shot run, so they're obviously dominating this length. Larry's corrected very, very well. Yep. Great shot, Larry.
He's so solid.
Can Kevin answer that question? Doesn't have to get the shot yet, but if he gets a good second, it starts setting it up for the back end. Just a bit quick. Not a bad home. We'd rather it a little shorter.
I'll tell you how good Larry is and how he's rated. Alex Marshall wanted him as his 2. And, you know, how valuable 2 position is.
Yeah.
Alex Marshall knows that.
Yeah.
And who did he ask for?
Larry. Yeah.
You know.
That's a pretty good recommendation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Speaking
Great
of
bowl
good
here.
2s,
Wow.
Brandon Anderson.
Turn those cameras around.
Hides the jack a little bit.
I don't know if the viewers at home, every bowler is along the sides. You know, there's 100 people watching this
Plus
game
the
now.
other section. He's close here. Look at this. Look at this, Gussie.
Wow.
He's got it. What a shot.
Has he made 2?
Kevin Reid.
What a shot. Here's the replay. What a shot. Clean as a whistle. Poop, poop. I reckon it's 2. Beesh has to swap across. He's got Larry's to roll up.
Change the backhand. He needs to add a couple of feet.
Piercy wants it to turn. He's close. What a bowl.
What
a bowl.
Here.
Oh,
That
wow.
is brilliant in behind the jack.
His last 4 bowls.
How good is this?
Cometh the time, cometh the man, they say.
Yes. They're all rising to this occasion, Gus.
That kitty can't really go back now.
Can go sideways, though.
Sideways.
They can go sideways back to theirs or across to theirs. Just got to reach.
Who do you reckon Yarra's barracking for? Probably not.
Mate,
Ty.
they'll be barracking for Murray Mallee because they play Murray Mallee in the last,
They
so
get
they'll have a little more control over it. Whereas if Metro West wins,
Yep.
they've no control over Metro West, what
Yes.
they do with
Good
Ovens and
thinking.
Murray. Now, what does Metro West do? Do they look to cover?
Something where it's going to spray too.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
side bowl, Gus.
Yeah, out to the right of screen for the viewers.
Yep, that's what James is indicating. Pass just out wider than that right-hand bowl of, I think that's Kevin Reid's.
And where he is, he's smart. He's putting it.
No,
so
apologies, I think it's Isaiah's bowl.
right,
But regardless, it's a Murray Mallee bowl.
and he's giving him a lot of room. Just anywhere out there will be good.
They
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. So he has to play.
He's drawn that to his toe.
Yeah, brilliant,
To his toe.
brilliant. Chainsaw. See, he's got to play the right weight now. He can't just run at that and spray it
Yeah.
out there. He's got to.
He's under.
Oh yeah, he's trying to play the weight that just to get it right, so to speak. You know what scares me though? JT's got the last 2, but not the last bowl, but he's got
got a
2
couple,
bowls,
yeah, and he's playing well.
And he's playing brilliant. Where are you putting your next one?
Well, I'm not certain exactly whose are the back ones. Just in case. So they're flicking over,
Yep.
flipping over, forehand.
I think they're doing your thing, just finding where the triangles are.
Yeah,
and-
yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that might be 2 Murray Mallee bowls there. The darker one short and the sort of teal one. Whose is the teal?
That's
That's-
the young fellas, Isaiah's, isn't it?
Or is it, no, I think it's Larry's.
Now Larry's a blue.
Oh, okay.
Yep. No, they've got the backers bowl on that side of the
Yep.
rink. Very good.
The other problem here is that Josh doesn't need to get the shot. He needs to get 2 shots. But if he gets 1 with his first, or does he play bigger and try and kill it?
Can he get the bowl clean?
Potentially, but
He's got to split those
he
bowls.
can get the
doesn't he?
split.
He's too wide. You can
He's
see
out
that.
too
That's
wide.
drifted.
Yeah.
That's he's
That's a
gonna,
cider.
yeah.
It's just going to plop in the ditch. That's a cider. Ah, the blocker.
How do you play a Bozzy blocker?
Well, we were talking to Darren Yates about the blocker yesterday, and he indicated that you're better
On the...
to have it slightly wider than tight.
Yep. Yes.
Slightly tighter than wide.
Yes.
To force them then to go around the blocker.
The bowl.
As opposed to just playing more weight and going underneath it.
And someone said you play them the opposite way. Rather than playing down on the hand,
Yeah.
you play it the other way and get in the way.
Yeah, he's sort of forced to play it on the backhand because of the short bowl there.
He's done it. No, this is... I don't like
but it
this.
might... It's actually finished somewhere
You know,
where the jack
falling.
could go. It's not terrible.
That's third
the
shot.
jack could go there.
That's third shot.
Don't know if that's what the call was, but they'll take it.
Yep.
So if Josh doesn't do anything here, this will be the last bowl of the game.
I have to put a new pacemaker in for the last game.
Yeah.
Yesterday, today. Come on, Joshy, you got this.
If
gone.
he can
Yes,
kill it,
it's better.
he's closer.
Oh, no,
it's
it
not going to
drifted.
get down.
He played a time
Bad
of
luck.
line.
One there to Metro West gives them a 3-shot victory. What a privilege that was
To watch that game.
to bring that game to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for viewing. Thanks to our partner city of Ballarat for their partnership with our men's and women's region sides championships. Thanks to our streaming partners, Dandenong Club and Moama Bowls Club. We'll be back here at Sebastopol at around about 1:45. Could be a little earlier, just depending if all matches finish early. It looks like there's one women's game still going on the front green. So dependent on that, somewhere between 1:30 and 1:45, we'll be back with a women's gold tier match to be determined who it will be. So tune in to find out, and that will be the final round then of sectional play at the region sides championships. Metro West now go 2 wins from 2. If they get a draw or a win in their final match, they'll go through. They'll be up against Ovens and Murray Mallee will be playing Yarra. I'm Troy Stafford.
I'm Angus McIsaac.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back here at around 1:30, 1:45.
Thanks for watching.